Well, we're in it to win it, right?
Basically.
Yeah.
I got you.
That was a fake. Okay, let's not get into that.
That's catchy as fuck,
Welcome
dude.
back to World's End Party Plan. I'm your host, Pseudo. Joined once again by my flowery fuck of a friend, Brendan.
Talk to me, bye.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks
we
for
go.
blowing out the mic at the start. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, man, you got it, bro. You got it.
Okay,
You
I'm definitely
got
turning
it,
your
girl.
ass
You
down.
got it.
And I'm turning me up.
There we go. Of course.
Fuck you, man.
You fucking fascist.
Oh, man, my mouth is so saliva-y.
What is it?
Saliva-y.
Saliva-
How do you like say like the
My mouth is so
filled with
salivy.
saliva is the proper
Sali-
term.
Is it saliva?
Yeah, saliva.
Vagina.
So it is Tuesday night. You know what? Let's change the lights in here. I meant to do that earlier.
Ooh.
We've been here for like an hour just trying to set this up, and we finally got it. We're here.
Man, we brand new with that podcast life.
Yeah. You know how it is.
First day.
This will be 12 episodes deep for us.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel pretty good, actually.
Yeah?
Pretty good.
You glad you came along for the ride?
Definitely not. Fuck
No?
this shit, man. Fuck
Oh,
you,
well,
bro.
If you feel that way.
I mean, it's pretty fucking good, man.
Yeah.
We got a decent catalog in there. Oh my god, my
that
eyes.
shit.
Holy shit.
Well, here we are.
Wow.
It's red as fuck.
I'm
in
sorry.
here.
We went from like light blue to like blood red. My eyes had to adjust really fucking fast. I'm like, holy shit.
That was light blue for you? That's
Or
purple,
it was something.
bro.
It was some shade.
Yeah.
Some light shade.
They never get the purple right when it comes to colors.
No, even on my Philips Hue lights, it still looked like a blue.
Yeah, it's still it's
They
not
can't
good
fucking
enough.
do it.
Get on top of your fucking shit, people.
What the fuck, man?
Get your fucking lights. They have black lights though, and those work totally good.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
And that's like close to purple, honestly.
Yeah. Close to purple, bro. That fucking Barney the dinosaur color, bro.
Man, that should be the name of your album, bro.
What?
Close to purple. And then people be like, "Why is it called Close to Purple?" And you're just like, "Don't fucking worry about it."
The fucker.
Listen to World's End Party Plan, you'll know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get the inside scoop.
So I had an epiphany in the car today, and I realized that like if I'm ever gonna do a project, I want to experiment with like blues and rock. Like I've been on a Black Keys kick lately,
There you go.
and like I was thinking like, man, like imagine like rapping over this kind of shit, or like a combination of like singing and rapping over that kind of shit. I just think it'd be interesting. Like it's not something I do for a full album. It would just be like one or two songs on the project have that.
Some Black Key shit. And I tried to tell you that you a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, that sounds nothing like the Black
No,
Keys.
no, right?
Anyway, you can't always be down with the impressions, okay?
Honestly, I forget what they sounded like, dude. Like it's been a
I was
while since I
playing
heard
for
that
you
one
in the
song.
car.
I know, but like
And I've
I
got
can't do the
mine.
voice though. He has a very like distinct voice.
Yeah. I would murder for that voice.
Hell yeah, bro.
That shit's sexy, man.
Sexy.
Shouts out to Dan from Black Keys and
Sexy, baby.
Patrick that plays the drums.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, yeah, no, that'd be cool. And I was like, I could name the album. I can be like, Rock and Roll Doesn't Sell or something like that.
Oh, that's so corny. Oh, rock and roll's dead. I'm gonna bring it back to life.
No, that's
Wake
not the
me up.
point. No. It's just,
What?
it's tongue in cheek. So it's just like, rock and roll is dead or blues doesn't sell anymore or something.
All right.
It's just tongue in cheek because it's also like, as much as I love it and I'm influenced by it, fuck it. Get with the program. Get with the times. That's why rock sucks now. It's because they're running out of ideas.
Yeah, honestly, here's the thing: is that I don't know if it's so much a matter of running out of ideas. If I think it's more so of running out of like inspiration. I think it's running because rock was always something for decades that pushed the boundaries, in my opinion, of music. And whether it be through the early stages when you had your first hard rock and metal bands, the late 60s, early 70s, then when you had like your punk, then when you had rock was always revolutionary. And honestly, I feel like people nowadays, like artists nowadays, are just so fucking corporate, so obsessed with like getting the radio plays, even though radio is kind of insignificant nowadays. So it's like, I mean, look, you got your Hot 97s and your Power 105s for hip hop. Sure, they're still out there because of YouTube and shit. But honestly, with like rock, I mean,
It's all about the sound bites now, man.
of course,
No.
you hear rock nowadays, there's no balls in it anymore. Where's the fucking balls in rock now?
Yeah.
All this
And I
pussy
listen, as
shit.
much as I can, me and you were having a private conversation and we talked about this on the podcast. I don't want to really go into detail because this would be the third time we talked about Ozzy on this podcast.
Oh yeah,
But like I'll give
God, yes.
yeah, and I'd give it to him though because that at least that kind of had balls.
It did, make it kicked my fucking ass for a second. I'm like,
Yeah,
yo,
so-
all right.
Yeah, so I mean it's there. It's just
Oh, speaking of which, not to cut you off, but apparently Slayer, they played their last show. I didn't know this.
oh good.
They're no good.
'Cause, I mean, listen,
They're
guys.
not Slayer, bro.
There comes a point in time where you should just fucking retire. You know?
God, it's so sad.
Like, I would totally be okay with never hearing another Dr. Dre album.
Really now?
Yeah. Because what else does he have to say? He said it all on his 2015 album. It's like, okay, you got your old man rap album.
Oh man, rap.
It was good. It was really fucking good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, pretty
But
good.
listen, like, because it was mostly other people. And
Yeah.
there was like, and every time Dre was on there, it was fire. It just worked really well. But to hear that again, I'm like, all right, what are you going to do? An
someone call
album?
a doctor.
Yeah, what are you going to do? An album and like another album in 10 years and be like, what are you going to talk about then? Like,
Forgot about Dre again.
yeah, exactly. Forgot about Dre again.
Volume 2000.
Or like, give me my applesauce. You know?
Yeah, with my applesauce and my cheese. Yeah. The old 90s rap.
Unfortunately,
voice and shit.
that's the thing about music is that eventually, like, because it's so current and it's so with the times that it's like, I mean, we'll go back and we'll listen to, we'll appreciate a Beatles album, or we'll
Yeah.
go back and listen to the Chronic Dr. Dre, and we'll appreciate it and we'll fuck with it. But like after a while, it's like it's just such a current, like music is just such a current times thing that like these artists, like imagine if the Beatles were still together and alive today, like their music would probably be trash right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they did it all and like they retired at a good time. They stopped. That's why like you can look back and like you can make the case for White. Like there's people that are like, oh, the White Album is the best album, or Sgt. Pepper's is the best album, or Abbey Road's the best album. That's why like there's at least 6 out of the however many a dozen albums in their discography that people are like, oh, this is the best. There's a big debate over it because it wasn't like there's albums out there that people are like, oh yeah, no, this is universally the worst Beatles album because they didn't get to the point where they made a universally terrible album. You know what I mean?
Luckily, yeah.
So that's why it's
I mean,
like,
I would debate though that the early pop shit was a little bit, and that could be a little. I don't know. Maybe that's debatable. Of it being kind of shit. I want to hold your hand.
but that's the thing though. I mean, you could debate that, but there's people out there that still fucking love that album and say
Right.
it's the best because they love their pop shit. And plus, honestly, their pop shit is like, and listen, this might sound blasphemous for people at home, but like it's true. Like their pop shit was the most revolutionary,
fuck.
even though they had stuff that's way more technically revolutionary.
Yeah.
It's just their
Give it the
best.
time, yeah.
You could say, but it's just because the whole British wave and the whole, the wave of pop music that came over. It's like that technically is like the most revolutionary is their early shit
Yeah.
because they started that genre. You know what I mean? Or at least they took it and they pioneered it.
Basically, yeah. Look, man, the monkeys were better, bruh. I have no idea.
No. And listen, low-key, like Charlie would play the Monkees all the time. And like we'd watch the old TV show, the Monkey TV show.
I remember you mentioning that, yeah.
So, and it's enjoyable, man. And we still, hey, I'm a believer, Shrek,
Wait, that was them?
Yeah.
That was the monkeys?
That's the Monkees.
I didn't
bro.
know that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Believer.
No, I'm a donkey. Let me go. Not a trace.
Yeah.
I'm a
That's the
donkey.
Monkees, bro. You didn't know that was the Monkees?
Hell no. I thought it was Smash Mouth. No.
What other Monkees song? What other?
Fucking Smash Mouth.
No, bro. That's an old ass song.
I know. All right, look, I fuck on Smash Mouth, but it wasn't a bad cover though. It was passable. It was fine.
Yeah.
They made it their ska version. It was pretty cool. Then I saw other things like that. It was all right. It was all right.
Listen, man.
It could have been a lot worse.
I don't think was that really that was a Smash
That was-
Mouth cover
yes.
of the song. I thought it was the original. It kind
No,
of sounds like the
it was
original.
Smash Mouth, homie.
Have you heard the original?
No,
It sounds exactly the same. I'm gonna be honest with you.
really now.
Like I almost think it was. Are you sure it was Smash
I'm
Mouth?
100. If you hear the guy's voice, you will know for sure.
Okay, well, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
good job, Smash Mouth.
Oh yeah, honestly, like look, man, they it wasn't bad at all. I mean,
This is kind of a funny thought to think about. Do you think Smash Mouth is kind of like a revolutionary band for what they did for memes? You know what I mean? Like, hey man, they impacted the culture, you know?
No, because it wasn't. Look.
Like you could make the argument like they impacted the culture more than like some of the bands that we thought they would back in the day. You know what I mean?
I mean, Smash Mouth, but they only had like about 3 or 4 hit songs, and that was it. You know, like so you had.
Well, that's what I mean. But like just the fact that how far
that one song
that All Star went.
Here's the thing
with
about
the
All
culture.
Star. Here's the thing that All Star was dead for like years. Here's the thing is that because All Star came out back in what, like 2001, 2000 probably,
Yeah.
right? So
Would you be surprised to tell you that I owned the album at the time?
really,
On CD?
oh shit,
Yeah, bro.
no way.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. Can you make it? Oh, you fucking
Not
missed
even
it.
close.
He tried shooting a little rapper into a fucking garbage can. He was
Yeah.
like,
People don't give a shit. They don't want to hear that.
I guess he wanted to do his Shaq impression and miss a fucking shot.
Shaq.
Ooh.
Wow,
No,
Shaq.
but here's the thing though, man. With Smash Mouth, fucking wow, number 2. So here's
Well,
the
also,
thing.
in all fairness, that garbage can is filled to the brim, so it's not like it would go anywhere.
It's like one of those like bullshit like arcade basketball hoops where like it's fucking rigged, where like it spins more than when it has to spin and it falls the fuck out and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my god, no! But with Smash Mouth though, so after All Star came out, it was big for a couple of years. Then Shrek made it even bigger. But then once like the late 2000s came or early 2010s, it was dead. You
Yeah.
know, like you heard it like once every like few years. But then I don't know what meme started it, but like it came back in. I was like, well, all right, then there we go. You know, so I don't know. So no, I would say they weren't revolutionary. No, they were popular for 2 or 3 songs for like a year or two. That was it.
Yeah, but then like though it had a second life with the memes and everything.
But that wasn't them though. That was basically like people making it into their own shit.
But that still kind of counts.
I
mean, it's still the song they're making fun of. At
But
the
the
end
best
of the day.
one though, best meme version of that was that so much to do, so much to see, so much to do, so much to see. It was like repeating for 10 hours straight.
No, there's a great YouTube channel out there, and I don't remember the name of the channel, but they ask
That's so great, huh?
comedians and celebrities. Like they had Bob Saget on, they had Theo Vaughn, they've had Whitney Cummings. Like they just get a bunch of comedians, and then sometimes they'll get like actors and shit to go on, and they ask them just questions. Like it's simple, but like the questions are actually really fucking funny. And one of them is would you rather orgasm every time you hear All Star, or hear All Star every time you orgasm?
Wait, what was it again? Repeat
Would
that
you rather every time you hear All Star you orgasm,
again? All right.
or every time you orgasm you hear All Star?
Interesting. I mean,
So it's like, what are the chances of you like walking down the street and somebody's playing All Star, and then you orgasm?
oh my god.
Exactly.
Oh.
But then it's like you're having sex with your girl or whatever, and then you just bust a nut, and
Yeah.
in your head you just hear somebody wants.
No, even better. Like you come right and you hear the little the fucking little DJ shit. Like, oh my god, I would kill it so fucking
No,
hard.
but that's the thing though. The question is, what
Honestly,
do they
man,
hear it too? Like, does it play out loud or is it in your head?
Oh,
Because if it's in your head, I feel like I could just over time, I could like, it's kind of like that Pavlov's dogs. Like every time you hear the bell ring, like their mouths would get watery because they think food was coming.
Yeah.
So then it's like every time you hear All Star, like you orgasm because if you think about it, I would rather pick every time I heard All Star, I'd orgasm, because then if it's like, okay, you're having sex and then you bust a nut and then all of a sudden All Star starts playing. Then it's like, then you're walking down the hallway, and after years and years
Yo,
and
I got
years.
you. I'm sorry. Don't stop coming in. Don't stop coming in. Don't stop coming in. I'm saying fucking.
Oh my god, dude! Listen, man, we should have got set up with that other mic, man.
What happened?
Just because, man, because your mic sounds like, is that your mic or my mic?
That's
my mic,
Your
right?
mic, yes.
Okay, maybe it's that cable,
What's going on?
because it's just shitty. It's like, I don't know. It's just there's something with it where it's like you're either too quiet or you're too loud, and like as much as I keep trying to adjust it, it still sounds fucked.
All right.
So yeah, we got to get on that. Anyway,
Post game editing.
yeah, bro, I've been going hard with that because of you.
But I try, man. I
gonna
try and bring a different dynamic to the show every time.
Because it matches my low energy. We gotta like yin and yang this bitch.
Basically.
Yeah. So yeah, no, as I was saying, so it's like you kind of mentally like you're like every time you hear All Star, eventually you'll just start coming anyway, because it's like that Pavlov's dogs where it's like the bell rings and your mouth waters. You know what I mean?
Man.
Does that make sense to you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. You know?
So I'd rather pick the other way around because then it's.
Somebody.
I would much rather hate having sex than like both times when I'm just walking around and hear All-Star come. And then when I'm having sex, I come and hear All-Star. Because that's just bound to happen if you pick the other option.
Yeah, of
You
course.
know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
So yeah. Let us know down below. Comment. Would you rather hear All-Star every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you hear All-Star? Let us know.
Holy shit.
That's not our question, so don't sue us, whoever this YouTube channel is I'm talking about.
We're not liable.
No, we're not.
Fuck you.
Yo, so we got some pretty big news that just happened.
Yes.
Our buddy cop, America's fakest sweetheart,
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris, just dropped out of the 2020 presidential bid.
Woo! Woo!
I was excited when I saw that. And then, like, your response, did you see that before I sent you the
I did,
article?
yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why you weren't as excited as I,
No.
Because I sent it to you and I thought I'd catch you, like, when you didn't know. And you'd be, like, freaking out, but you're just like, yeah, man, it's about time.
You know what? I'll tell you this. So I'll reenact my reaction. So I was on YouTube on my feed, and one of the channels, I think it was from Rising, they had a 22-minute video on it, but I saw the thumbnail, and it was like, Kamala Harris drops out. I'm like, no, yes. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I watched the video and shit. And here's the thing. I went on Twitter. All right, look, if I could do a hot take, Brendan's daily hot take here. I go on Twitter, right? And people are like, look, while it definitely was a factor that Kamala's race and gender had a part in her demise.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
I'm like, no, it had no fucking factor at all. Because look, man, because I think we touched on this before too about how people were like, oh, well, we throw in the black candidate, the black voters will go to it. But here's the thing is that the black voters have been going towards Biden and Bernie. They've been going towards the old white guys because it matters more than just the person's fucking race. There's more to it. But so in this case here, but luckily, this was from Crystal, mind you, from Rising. I was surprised to hear this.
She's so on top of her shit, I will say.
But she did, honestly, I think she was doing that just to give some padding for the SJW crowd. Because
she said that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, fuck that.
But after that, she said, but that was not responsible for letting her, fucking be stupid on Medicare for all. That wasn't responsible for her running a shitty campaign. So she said the right thing in the end, but I think she was just like,
yeah. And also, I mean, Kamala's, team adopted that whole the reason why we dropped out is because, originally they came out and said it's because of woke Twitter. And they said it's because Bernie supporters and Joe Biden supporters on Twitter caused too much hate. And then they kind of backtracked and they said, "Oh, it's just because we were underfunded," which is which is definitely the real case.
Oh yeah,
for sure. But they adopted that as soon as they were backed into the corner about that situation.
God, man, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad it happened, and honestly, I'm surprised it happened this soon too.
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
because she's still although she was plummeting like crazy, she still had numbers. You know what I mean?
Like 2%. Legit.
But still more than some of the people that are in the race. You know what I mean? I would have expected Booker and Castro to drop out first.
Sure.
So,
and
I still saw polls where she was polling at 4 or 5%. So,
I guess, but fucking,
way more than I don't understand how fucking Klobuchar, I don't understand how she's already qualified for the next debate.
Is she? Oh, fuck, really?
I haven't seen a single poll with her polling at 3%. And you need 3 at 3% right now. Actually, it might even be at 4% now.
Oh my god!
Because it's December, but
that fucking boring piece of toast is in the fucking debate.
Meanwhile, Yang is fighting for it, even though he just got a crazy amount of donations. Yeah,
$750,000.
Yeah,
yeah.
So good for him, nuts.
Man. With an average.
And honestly, I'm totally okay with it. Okay, so while we're on this topic, pull out your phone real quick.
Okay.
Look at the message that I sent you, because I remember I sent you a pretty bold prediction.
All right, let me see. My brightness was way too fucking high. Holy shit! Fucking blind myself. Fucking idiot I am. Let me see here. Go on my Texas messages. All right,
I sent you a pretty bold prediction.
Yes. Okay. Should I read it after the crowd?
Yeah.
So he's like, my predictions are Booker and Castro will drop out before Christmas after not qualifying for the next debate. Bennett.
Wait, let's break that down first. Let's go through each one. So what Castro and Booker I put together.
Yeah, before Christmas.
What are your? Because you never got back to me on that. What are your thoughts on that prediction?
I see Booker. I see him still hanging in there throughout the end of the month.
Well, I don't think he's going to qualify.
I don't think so either. But Michael Bennett hadn't qualified for the past million debates, and he's still in there. That fucking. Here's the thing: is that a little quick aside here. People fuck on Michael Bennett because they call him like the surfer dude. But he doesn't. I can see why they're saying that he has a surfer dude voice, but it's not really a surfer voice. It's more so of like a fucking like a pompous fucking. I don't know. It's just
like a frat boy.
Yeah, I guess it'd be like, all right, look, understand this, motherfucker. Look, I didn't make the debates because fucking people don't like looking at my fucking crusty ass lips. All right. Here's the thing. Fucking, if I just had some chapstick for these past few months while drinking beer in Cedar Rapids, I would have been in these past 4 debates. But I wasn't because these people are tired of my crocodile tears, crying like fucking Ted Cruz when he shut down the damn government. So for those who didn't get the reference, fucking the one thing that Michael Bennett was good for was back like last year. He did this fucking rant where he just fucking handed Ted Cruz's ass to him, where he just fucking raped him with words, over how, Cruz was concerned about the government shutting down and how we're going to fund it and shit. Michael Bennett's like, well, I'm tired of hearing the senator's crocodile tears. Guess what? You closed down the government, all right? And guess what? Towns were flooded. Towns were powered out. But you were here talking about how you like eggs, ham, and cheese from Dr. Seuss. Like a little bitch. No, he didn't say that, but point being, that's the only good thing Michael Bennett fucking contributed. So yes, I see Booker lasting throughout the end of the month. Bennett, he's just being a fucking troll at this point.
No, I think, listen, as soon as Castro backs out, because I think he's next to go.
Yeah.
I think Castro's next to go.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Which, honestly, like, Castro's the type of dude that, like, I kind of wanted in longer just to, like, kind of get the centrists to maybe calm down a little bit. Because, I mean, especially the last debate that he was in, he was actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
So.
I got to say, I was pleasantly surprised by his really bold stances on immigration. He has a really awesome plan.
And honestly, like, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, and this is probably where we'll disagree, like, I can kind of see Castro having a spot in a Bernie cabinet somewhere involving just immigration. You know what I mean? Like, if you put him involved of... like Homeland Security or some shit. Like I could see him like something like that. You know what I mean? But just in that field, not like a position where it's like, okay, you take care of multiple things. Like, nah, this is just your project here. You know what I'm saying? So I could see him getting involved with that. But I think he's next to go. Yeah. Because nobody's talking about him. And then he saw Kamala back out, so he's like, I'm going to back out too. And then because of that, I think, I mean, and Booker, I think will drop out before Christmas. Just because I don't think he's going to qualify, and I think he'll feel salty about that. And if history repeats itself, you can kind of see how, Michael Bennett, like the last time he was there, he was saying some bold shit, which I mean,
like what?
Is completely false in my opinion.
What was he saying?
But he was coming out like the whole like not giving a fuck about Medicare for all thing, like how he comes in and he was like, no, we don't want that. Like, he was the strongest against it at one point.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
But, no, listen, and I'm not talking about on quality here. I'm not talking about quality. I'm talking about how he came out and, like, because he figured he wouldn't make the next debate, I think, because it was one of those situations where it's like he qualified for one but not the other one. Because they're doing this thing where, like, okay, if you qualify for November, you qualify for December, or that's how they did back in the day. If you qualified for September, I think, then you qualified for October or something like that. They did that. It happened. There was like an overlap that happened.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or something like that. They were pulling that kind of game where it was like, it was this weird situation. I don't know how to explain it. You guys can look into it. But because of that, I think he knew he wasn't going to qualify. So then he just came out and he was like, you know what? I'm not going to say shit to try to appease people. I'm just going to say whatever the fuck's on my mind. And that happened with Castro last time, and he didn't make the debate. And I think he'll drop out.
But it's really a shame, though, how they really got...
Booker did that because, I mean, if you look at this past November debate, I mean, Booker came in with the heat, and he said some shit that I actually was like, wow, I was not expecting that because it was true. And I know Kyle Kalinske reported on this. But it seemed like he knew his time was done. So, like, he just came in and he was like, you know what? I'm not going to try to be as centrist as I've been playing.
Be as nice.
And because he knew You know, like he knew, like, okay, this is the only time I'll be on the national stage in front of everybody. This is my last shot to be like, okay, you know what? I'm done playing this game. You know, fuck you, Biden. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Not literally, but
Yeah, I mean,
you get the point. Like he kind of didn't. He didn't hold back like they usually do. If they think they have much longer in the campaign, you know, when they're running, then they'll kind of hold back a little bit.
Yeah, guys, we have to stop this.
Which is the complete
guys.
opposite. And Kyle said this. He made a good point. He says, you know, this is the shit that Bernie's been doing since day one, is that you shouldn't be saving that for when you think that there's no hope. You should be doing that all the fucking time.
Right.
And then when it looks like there might not be hope, maybe you should pull back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, okay, that didn't do really well last time. All right, let me pull back. And again, I don't support that. I support just be honest from the start.
Right.
But like if you look at it strategically, you know, like maybe you should pull back a little bit, you know. Not that I support that cuz you know, honesty is the best policy.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny too because looking at reports about who people trust the most, and you know, like one being Bernie, second being Biden, and honestly, looking at it objectively, yeah, sure. I mean, he whenever Biden talks about, you know, expanding in the Affordable Care Act and stuff like that, I mean, I can tell he's being genuine about it. I think he honestly believes it, you know, and so because of that, people see this authenticity to him, even though he's not. Even though like he's really a piece of shit.
Well, the problem is that he believes in something strongly, and I'll give him credit for that. Like, I agree. I think he's genuine about that, but he's genuine about the wrong thing.
Of course. Well, yeah, of course. That's
like,
the
it's
thing.
backwards. Like, if this was 10 years ago, that'd be like, okay, that's kind of noble. But now it's not acceptable anymore. We're past that point. I made that point in the after party in my solo episode. I said, the Affordable Care Act worked for 2008, but that doesn't work now. You know what I mean? Because back before 2008, it was like worse. So taking it and being like, okay, this is 10 times better than what we've had in history, but let's throw in this Affordable Care Act. This is great. But now it's like we're past that, you know? We're in a different fucking decade. We're at a different point in history.
I mean,
we're
honestly,
at a fucking boiling point.
I mean, you can make the argument because keep in mind that with the Affordable Care Act, sure, I mean, it brought some important changes. You know, I like to start off with the positives. Yeah, it was great that.
It was better at first, and then once the Republicans got their hands on it, and Obama let that happen.
But not only that, though. But here's the thing, though, is that because under that plan, because remember that plan was a GOP plan, right? That was a plan that was made.
Yeah.
From a conservative think tank, right? So that plan still had tons of control there for the private insurance industry.
Yeah.
You know, Big Pharma was still booming under this shit. Only thing now is that, okay.
But would you agree, though, that at one point in time when it was first talked about and Obama was like, okay, we're going to do this,
yeah,
it was way better than what it ended up being, which is...
Well, because at first, didn't it include a public option at first?
Yeah.
I mean...
So that's what I'm saying. Like, at first, it was very much like, okay, this is pretty decent. And then, you know, they were like, we had to make compromises. And then every time you make fucking compromises...
That's the thing. I hate that shit because Obamacare passed with literally 0 Republican votes. So fucking this dude compromised with himself.
Have to.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? But it makes sense
why
he
did,
why?
Because he wanted to get fucking reelected again.
Well, not only that, but keep in mind, he was also getting funded by Big Pharma and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, like, it sucks, man.
Dude, and especially after the things Obama said about Bernie Sanders, and I talked about that again also in the after party, because I was just on an Obama fucking tirade. Because, you know what? Fuck this man. Because at one point, at one point, I idolized him.
Me too. I think we all did at one point.
And,
especially
man, just to
08.
see this, just him showing his fucking true colors, you know? Disgusting, bro.
True colors, you piece of shit.
So,
it really is disappointing though. The hope and change guy is like, oh, we can't change. Well, here's the thing. You might want to change something, but you can't.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, we gotta play ball.
We gotta just play ball. You know, we're all just a player in the game.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Hold up, everybody, hold up. You know, but here's the thing, man. With Obama, because why he gets away with it is because he's so charismatic. That's the thing. He has such a good personality.
And that's why there's a small chance that fucking Booty Judge might get away with it, too.
Oh, honestly, like, if small is like a 0.02% chance.
Well, I mean, who do you think? I mean, obviously, we both know that Bernie would fucking demolish his ass. But let's look at it just from past statistics and how things worked last time and whatever. Let's learn from experience.
Last election, you mean? Or?
I think Pete has a better shot than Biden because I think Biden's going to continue to crumble. There's more controversy that's coming out about Biden. I think if everybody got behind the idea of let's take down Joe Biden, then I think it would be down to, because I mean Warren's plummeting too.
Yeah, it's down
She's
to fourth
plummeting.
on polls. Yeah.
She plummeted by like 6 points recently.
In 1 week.
So I think it's going to really, honestly, I think it's going to come down to if they can get Joe Biden out. I think it's going to come down to Bernie and Pete. Unfortunately,
no. Here's the thing: is that with Pete, because we're going to see this very
well. So you think it's just going to come down to it's going to be a Bernie Biden?
Oh, for sure. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. So
and no hope for Warren anymore, right?
No.
Yeah.
Honestly, I see her sticking
You think
around
she
for a while.
You think she ruined it? Already?
I think she definitely, man.
Like
I wouldn't
there's no
say
hope for her.
I want to say there's no hope, but she definitely put a big dent.
Yeah.
Because
do you think there's better hope? Let me ask you this: do you think there's better hope for somebody like Yang over her at this point?
No, because at this point, because even though he has a very strong grassroots movement, he hasn't been getting traction in months now. He's just been.
Well, I mean, if you look at his donation numbers, they've gone up.
Donations that get gone up, but if you look at say polls, and he's still staying pretty stagnant. You know, like there are some polls where it's like 4 or 5%. That's fine. But then there are some where he's at 2% still. There are some where he just hasn't changed in the overall average, and he's not really making that kind of traction that he needs to at this point. You know, because I would say Yang would be a serious contender if he was in fourth right now, as CNN will call it, a strong fourth. If he was in fourth right now, then yeah, that'd be a different story. But the fact that he's, number 6 still in some polls, number 5, that's not a great spot. That's a horrible spot to be in. You know, so here's what's going to happen with Buttigieg is that he might have a decent showing in Iowa because it's a white state. But once you get to the states like California, Nevada, South Carolina, where you have tons more minorities in there, for whom Pete literally has close to 0% of support, where Biden has a whole army of them supporting, a whole army of minorities supporting him, especially African Americans. He has a much more solidified base. So Buttigieg, he's going to go down pretty fucking fast after Iowa, for sure. Because here's the thing too, is that now I predict Bernie will win Iowa because of his strong
he's going to win.
game.
Listen, he's going to win Iowa. He's going to win New Hampshire. I think he's going to win South Carolina.
That one's going to be a little bit hard though, because South Carolina, Biden's up by like 19%. I want to say.
Okay,
because that's where it's a really strong foothold.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Bernie's got a good shot. I'm going to
Sure.
be honest with you. I also think, and not that this is an early state or anything, I think he's going to win Kentucky as well.
That's a possibility.
There was a lot of. Even CNN couldn't fucking hide it this past week. Did you see that?
Surprising support for Bernie in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Pieces of shit.
So
Jesus
I
Christ.
honestly think Bernie has a shot. I think he'll win in West Virginia too. I think which is obvious. I mean, of course he would win in West Virginia out of everybody that's there.
Yeah.
Because that's such a red state. That's like the most red state there is.
But I'm curious, though, 'cause I know that, because I don't know if I know we in our state, New York, and I know we have we have like 30 delegates, right? Around that. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I know we're not the most important state, but I'm wondering, though, because remember, Hillary won New York, but I really hope that the campaign to get people who are independents in New York, I really hope the campaign to get independents to register as Democrats really pay off and you get good voter turnout here.
Yeah.
Because if that doesn't happen, then he's probably going to lose New York again.
Listen, I think because of AOC, I think he has a good shot of winning New York City.
Sure.
Like, I think he'll win New York City, but the rest of the state,
To be a little iffy.
is iffy.
Yeah,
for
because,
sure.
got a lot of boomers up here and shit.
A lot of fucking Bidens up here, man.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of fucking dirty fucking boomers.
Fucking boomer, you fucking boomer.
Man, I went on a trip. This is a side note. We'll bring it back into the politics. I went on a fucking trip to, technically it was South Jersey, but we called it Philly just because it was like it's like a suburb of Philly. Like you can look out the window and there's the Philly skyline
I
like
can
right
see
there.
Philly outside my house.
Yeah. So we did. I went on this little trip with some friends, Friendsgiving on Black Friday. I uploaded it while I was there. The last podcast I uploaded while I was there. I didn't record it when I was there, but I uploaded it. And man, so many boomer jokes. That whole weekend was just filled with nonstop. Like every 20 minutes, somebody would just be like, "All right, boomer,"
Okay, boomer.
But it worked, man. Like I pulled in and like you got to see this small little fucking like hamlet. Like when you go to a hamlet, like, okay, boomer. You know what I mean? Every time like you go to like these little fucking suburb villages and shit, like I saw like a fucking, like a Christmas tree lit up outside somebody's house. I was like, okay, boomer.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
jeez.
what an
Boomers.
interesting fucking weekend, man.
Oh,
what
of
an
course.
interesting fucking weekend. I had Dakota stay up here on Thursday night, Thanksgiving night. We went out for a little Black Friday shopping. So that was something.
You guys fucked each other hard?
Yeah, big time.
Definitely.
You know, we fucked so hard that I actually got a candle from Bath and Body Works.
You needed the candle for this shit, huh?
him, and our friend Brittany got together, and we decided they have this deal at Bath and Body Works where it's like buy 3 candles, get 3 free. And of course, I think they jack up the price of the candles.
Oh, of course.
But it's like $25 per candle, so you're still paying $75, but you get 6 candles altogether. And I listen. You can call me a gay all you want.
Call you a gay.
You can call me a little bitch. But like I love me some fucking candles. Like I'm a scent guy. You know what I mean? Like I just like nice smells.
As someone
fuck
who's
with
gay,
candles.
you're fucking gay.
Okay.
Sincerely.
I'm glad I got that
There you go.
approval from you.
You got the seal of approval. You got the gay seal.
Yeah.
Pink and rainbows.
But we did this deal where we were smart about it. We were like, okay, why don't we each buy a candle and then we each get another one free and we just do it together. Because it was like the best deal. So I got 2 candles for $25 and I gave one to Leanna because I'm a good boyfriend.
Oh my God. You're
I actually low-key gave her the candle that I wanted myself though, but I was like, I knew she would like this. Because low-key when I went in there, I wasn't like thinking like I'm going to give this to her. Like I was just being selfish. I was like, man, I just love these candles. This was a vanilla cinnamon or something like that. And it smelled so good. And then, you know, I got home and I was thinking I saw her the next day. I saw her when I came back from Philly. So on Saturday night. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I want to give her a candle. And this other one's cherry. It's black cherry Merlot. But it still smells good. It smells like cherries. It's got kind of like a wine smell to it as well.
The fuck is Merlot? What is
Merlot's a type of wine. It's a red wine.
You're a wine.
And so, I mean, I kept that one for myself because I knew she wouldn't like it as much. But I was like, I'll give this to her. And then afterwards, I was like, I knew she would like this candle. I gave it to her. She loved it. She's been burning it like crazy the past couple of days.
Hell yeah.
But
he's lit.
Low key, I've been thinking like, man, like I could have just, you know, swapped it out. No. I would have given her a candle regardless, but like I should have just been like, oh, I got a couple of flavors that you probably wouldn't like, but here, you know, you can have this cherry one. I think you'll like it. But no, I was like, you know, no, let me not be a dick. Let me give her the one that I know she'll appreciate the most.
There you go.
So yeah, I gave her a candle. That was my Black Friday experience. Nothing too crazy happened because I talked about it in the after party, like some of my past experiences with Black Friday. Went out. The Galleria was pretty dead, man.
Yeah, I was there Black Friday.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. You know, around like 6 p.m. Yeah, it was.
Oh, you went at 6. See, I went at 1 a.m. over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Now 1 a.m. Saturday morning, if you know what I'm saying?
1 a.m. Friday morning.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I guess I went before you then.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
way before me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I went, because I think they closed it at 2 a.m. and then reopened it at whenever you went, I think. Because they were closing shit down when we were leaving.
Interesting.
Yeah, because when did you go?
6 p.m. Friday.
Oh, 6 p.m. Friday. Okay, I thought you said 6 a.m.
Friday. Oh, no.
Yeah, no, they did a Thursday night thing, and then they decided like, okay, instead of closing at 9 tonight, you know, we're going to open. Yeah, because
Thursday, I think it was like 8 p.m. to like 1 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
Some late hours.
Yeah. So we did that, and we stayed until it closed down. And yeah, not a lot of people there, which isn't surprising because, I mean, I was looking at some of these Cyber Monday deals. They were fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was looking at, man, Express. You ever shop at Express?
Yeah. Me and Preston went there before.
Yeah. You know how their jeans are like $100 a pop?
Yeah.
$40.
Oh my fucking God.
And I was like, man, I really wish my check went through. Like I wish I had my check this week. I would have bought like 3 pairs of pants.
Do you know what pissed me off? Fucking Hot Topic, my layer, apparently was doing half off on almost everything.
Oh, I was there.
For Cyber Monday.
Oh, Cyber Monday. Okay,
yeah.
I was there on Black Friday, but
like fucking holy shit. And you know what though? Because I was looking at some reports about Black Friday, and apparently, you know, online had the biggest. So it's funny because for Black Friday, it made about $7.4 billion. It was a record. And then this past Cyber Monday was a record. You know, and people were like, oh, because more people are shopping online. And sure, while that is true, I think that what these websites that were reporting on it weren't really talking about was the fact that these companies were starting these deals earlier. We're talking weeks in advance. You know, we're talking at the beginning of the month that they were doing these deals a lot of times. Yeah. You know, and you know.
Yeah, and they've extended it now because I remember it used to.
Of course.
It used to just be Cyber Monday, and then that was it. But now they're doing like Cyber Week.
Of course
So-
they are fucking shit. Capitalism,
and listen-
consumerism.
But listen, I'm okay with that, man, because I'm getting deals, and I'm gonna shop anyway.
Right.
I'm a victim to capitalism.
That's right,
It is what
man.
it is. I need fucking clothes.
Of course, well that makes sense.
So I'm gonna, even though they do this strategic thing with a lot of places where they jack up the original price for it, and then they sell it for half that, but really you're only getting like a 5% discount or something, but that makes it seem like it's a bigger discount.
Oh yeah,
Like the week before Black Friday, their pants will be like $40 usually, but the week before Black Friday they'll jack it up to like 80. And
no! When you hear the best thing, so when I was working at Best Buy, they would do this thing where, so they'll have this shitty off model of a Samsung TV, right?
Yeah.
It'll come in $230 off the bat, right? And so it was very convincing because it's like, oh wow, it's on a really big sale, right? No, but it came in at that price point.
Yeah.
And so it was giving you that illusion. We could buy this really shitty TV for this really great price. Oh, it's a Samsung. Fucking get it. There was no... People don't bother to look at the quality of the shit. They just buy it at the fucking price point and shit. I mean, while I get it, when you want to look for a deal and shit, at least research the shit. Because
Yeah.
what are you doing? A year later, when it breaks, you're buying another one again.
Yeah.
Fucking-
You're going for that same fucking deal.
Jesus,
You know
for
what I
the same shitty ass TV that's
Yep.
probably using the same parts. Or if anything, when I was at Best Buy a few weeks ago, they literally had the same model that was out back in like 2017 back again this time. It was fucking nuts, but what? It was bigger. It was 70 inches, motherfucker.
Wow.
It was fucking huge. It was $500. People were like, whoa, that's a great deal. Fucking no, it ain't. You gotta all right, great. You're buying a big fucking turd for $500. It's still shit.
Yeah.
I'd still rather look at my fucking asshole for 6 hours a day than a fucking washed out picture with no I love no contrast. I love no colors. I love black and white. Fuck you, man. Do you value your life? You can spend that $500 on a strip club. You can spend it on your bills or something, but no, I want to have a big piece of shit.
I love how you go from like you could waste that at a strip club, or you can spend it on your bills, which is two completely different things.
No.
No, a strip club's even more of a waste than that TV.
Look, man.
At least you could get a year out of that TV.
I
With the strip
guess.
club, you get one night in a fucking blue balls.
But wait, what if you fuck one of the girls though, man?
I will say, that's illegal, Brendan.
Well,
That's
whatever,
prostitution,
underground
Brendan.
shit, whatever.
I mean, unless if you're in Nevada, then that's completely legal.
Well, because it's funny because it happened. Oh my god, can I real fast? Because
Is this about yourself?
No? I
Okay,
am
then
fucking-
good.
I am
Then
fucking-
rat out whoever the fuck it is. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
care.
So what happens is I had an old.
Yeah.
Remember Craig?
Yeah.
So fucking.
Oh, you're gonna put him on the spot? Let's go.
All right, look, man.
Before you do that, I gotta light a cigarette, but I gotta do it with the stove because I just ran out of my. I lost my lighter, and that last match didn't light. So,
Gonna light the cancer stick.
but I mean, you can go, man. Listen, I'm
All
in
right,
the same
because
room.
I know you already know this story, so I'm gonna. All right, story time with Brendan. All right, here we are. So your boy is 18 years old. 18. I'm on the highway with this dude, right, and his friend in the back, who's the same age at that point, right? So we're driving, and I think it's in the month of August, it's summertime and shit, right? It was a month after I just turned 18, where I had some balls, where I'm like, you know what? I can do things now. I can do shit. I can live a life now. Holy shit. So what happens is we're on the road, right? It's nighttime. It's like 9 p.m. And like, I look to Craig and I'm like, dude, want to hit up a strip club? He's like, I think so, man. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. He goes, well, they have one in so-and-so. I'm like, all right, let's just...
Yo, if you're gonna talk loud, just back up a little bit from the mic if you're gonna be shouting.
Okay.
Just because I came over and I was looking and because I couldn't adjust the volume when I was gone over there, and you were stretching that track out.
Stretching that pussy out, baby.
Like I imagine that's gonna be what this story's about. So let's
all right.
adjust.
So...
Got my hand on my balls just for this story.
You have to. So here's what happens, right? So we go in. Now, mind you, I had no money. I had no cash monies on me. So, but Craig did. And what happens is he's in the bathroom. He decides to take a shit at a fucking strip club, right? So what happens is, this was my first time being in one. So get a whole bunch of girls on the prowl and shit walking around looking who they're gonna seduce and get someone to spend $200 on them to do some sketchy shit, right? So what happens is I'm there, right, and this girl who's like, literally the size of like two people in one. It was nuts, fucking. She was thick. So what happens is that she goes, "Hey, how are you doing?" I'm like, "Doing all right." I'm 18.
Now, what do you mean thick? Do you mean fat? Or do you
Well, she was very curvy. Yeah, she was a little fat, but she definitely had curves though. She had a fucking.
Okay.
So what happened was that
Are we allowed to say fat? Are girls fat anymore? Are we allowed to do that?
people are fat, man.
People are fat.
People can be fat. In this case, she had some meat on her, so she would she would be considered overweight.
Well, the question is
thickness.
is the thickness in the ass in the hips, or is
Yes,
the thickness in the stomach?
So she had thickness in the stomach, but also ass and hips.
Okay.
Gotcha. So here's the thing: is that
and not saying that fat can't be beautiful.
No, of course not.
I just want to clarify: fat can be beautiful.
Fuck yeah, I can. So here's what happens. So she's like, "Hey, how you doing, sweetie?" I'm like, "I'm doing all right." And she's like, "Hey, so you here with your friends tonight?" And I'm like, yeah. I'm here. Come with my friend in the bathroom. Then she puts her arms around my neck and shit. And she's like, I swear to God, she's like, for $200, we can go in the back and we can have some fun. And I'm like, oh, my friend's in the bathroom. He might like that. So again,
oh, you totally gave her the bait switch.
Yeah. See what happened, dude? Because I didn't know where she been. You know what I mean? And I didn't have $200, but Craig did.
Yeah.
So what happens is he comes out the bathroom, right? And I said, oh, there he is. So she goes like a magnet towards him with the same deal. Hey, sweetie, whatever, right? But here's the thing, but Craig, he's instantly enamored with this chick. He's looking into her eyes like, I want to fuck this chick, right? And so, she has the arms around him and he's just looking at her and shit, right? And so I look at him, he goes, hey, Brendan, I'll be right back. And I said, hey, man, let's go enjoy it, but I don't have any money. He goes, Here, he gave me 10 singles. He goes, here's 10 singles, man. Have some fun.
That's him being generous.
Yeah, 10 singles.
Here, have fun. How far did that get you?
10
singles.
It got me far.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what happened now. So
it got you far.
Yeah.
Because you're easily entertained.
No. But when I get into it, I think you'll understand.
I also want to clarify. I've actually never been to a strip club.
Really?
Believe it or not. And I'm the fucking pervert here.
You are? Well, I'm a fucking perv too, but
yeah.
But
honestly, we've kind of switched roles because, like, if you think about it, like, man, for like years, for like the better half of the decade I've known you, I was like the pervy motherfucker, and in the past like 2 years, you've been like the yo man.
I want that pussy, bro.
I want that pussy, bro.
All right. I mean,
and I'm always like, man, you'll get it. You'll get it. You just got to go out of your comfort zone, bro.
God, man.
That's what I've been telling you, bro. Sometimes you got to go out there and you got to experience. You know what I mean? You got to get out there. And listen, it's weird because you're also the natural, like, outgoing one. Like, I'm the type of dude, like, when I go to the club, if it's me and you at the club, you're the one that's drawing all the attention. And I'm just, like, standing there with my hands in my pockets.
Right.
But, I'll go up and talk to a girl and then shit happens. You know what I mean? I mean, not anymore. But I'm just saying, that's usually how it went down.
Yeah, for me, like what would usually happen in my case would be, I'm doing my thing, I'm dancing, I'm being outgoing, I'm being my wacky fucking self, and then I'll find one girl. It always happens. There's always one girl that'll get attracted towards me, and then we'll dance for like an hour and a half. Then we'll talk, we'll mingle, we'll do shit, right? But so I know what you mean, yeah.
And then you just never like sealed the deal.
Well, here's the thing: is that like, I'll give you an example then, and then we'll go back to the strip club story. So when I went to this club like last year, it was going great. I was doing my thing. I had these few girls that were dancing around me, and then it got narrowed down to one, and we went for a good hour and a half. Now she was a little bit tipsy, all right, and mind you, this is my first time going to like a club kind of scene, right?
Yeah.
So I knew that all the girls that were there weren't going to be serious. Kind of like how all the guys that are there aren't going to be serious either, depending on who you're talking to. But so I said, okay, well, with this girl, she seems to be really fucking with me, and in a good way, right? And she even told the DJ, she was like, this guy, I swear to God, I heard her, she goes, this guy a lot because, he's being genuine and he just wants to have fun. It's really cool. And her drunk voice and shit. And I'm like, all right, cool. So she's fucking with me, right? In a good way. So we're talking, we're dancing and shit, we're grinding fucking. She's like doing shit to me. I never had a girl do before to me on the floor. It was crazy. So what happens is at the end of the night, I get her Instagram, right? That's what you do. You get the gram and shit, right? So fucking, you get the gram, bro. You slide it to the DMs, bro. So what happens is, I text her. I said, hey, listen, I had a great time. It was awesome dancing with you. It was a lot of fun. Don't get a reply, but a day later, she goes, like, yeah, same here. So I respond back with some little small talk, right? No response again. It was something simple. I was like, hey, so like, I forgot what I said. It was something extremely fucking casual. All right, nothing that would be considered fucking weird, like normal dude shit.
Yeah.
All right, left me on red, and that was it. Like, all right, fair enough. She doesn't want to get anything serious, whatever. So yeah, that's usually what happens for me usually.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're also the type of guy that like you like to build it up, and then you're a relationship guy.
Yes, I don't want to just do fucking by itself.
And
often.
honestly, I mean, it's better off that way because you don't want to ever try to like make a move when a girl is intoxicated. It's not good.
Yeah, there's that too.
So,
but here's the thing though. So back to the strip club shit. So Craig gives me 10 singles. He goes into the back, spends $200 on this chick and does their thing. We're gonna circle back to that later on. All right. So here I am with my Slipknot shirt on, my eyeliner, black jeans, looking like an edgy 18-year-old goth kid, right, in a strip club. Because, that happens a lot, right? So what happens is I'm sitting down, and the first chick, now mind you, before this night, I had never seen tits or pussy in real life, besides porn, okay?
Yeah.
Never. So what happened, I'm sitting there, right? And this girl's dancing, and she's being very generous, because she could tell I'm new, right? So she's really trying, and plus I was sitting right at the front. I was right there next to the fucking stage. All right, I wasn't being no bitch. So I'm sitting there, and she's dancing, she's doing her thing, right? And then she takes off her top, and titties come out, and I'm like, like holy.
and what do they look like? Just for the people at home.
They look pretty all right. Look, I appreciated them. I appreciated them a lot because they were real. Number one. They were not fake at all. They were not phony. They were authentic, which is awesome.
Yeah. How are the nipples though?
They were pretty good. They were. I don't know the words. Like their nipples were sticking out a little bit.
Okay.
Perky
like
is
a
the word?
Hershey kiss
A little
situation.
Ish.
A little wider. Were they wider nipples?
I forget, but I don't even know. But they were decent to the eye.
We're just trying to paint a picture here.
Of course,
ladies and gentlemen.
Honestly, it's been so long. I forgot most of the details of it.
I'm asking for a friend.
I'm asking for a friend. So here's what happens: is that so she has authentic breastises, which is really nice. But then she goes, "Hey, put that single between my tits." I'm like, oh. So what happens is that I take my single, right? And I put it up to her tits, and with her titties, she grabs the single with her titties, and she does it on purpose to where my hand actually feels her tits grabbing it, almost like a vice,
Oh yeah, totally.
It was fucking awesome. Like, it's so soft. I was like, holy shit. Like, she definitely used some Johnson & Johnson shit on her fucking chest. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Some powder and shit.
Well,
it was
titties are
nuts.
definitely soft, man. Have you had experience with hard titties before?
I mean, well, you know what? Kind of think of it. No, not really. No. I've had hard ass. Not really hard titty.
Hard ass.
Yeah, like my ex, well, my ex, before the last one, her ass didn't have much squishiness. It was very just like, it was like very just solid.
Was it? You mean like flat, or you mean like
No,
the skin was hard?
Skin was hard, yeah. Like,
Ew.
well, how do I say it? Oh, it was weird because like the skin was soft, but when you squeeze it, like there wasn't much resistance. Is the word? Or no, there was resistance.
Yeah,
there was, and it wasn't
She's
really
just
squishable.
got a flat ass, is what you're saying.
No, like she had ass, but like it wasn't squishable.
That's weird, bro. That's like no ass. What do you mean?
I don't know,
ass
man.
is like the most fatty place.
I know, but like it was weird, man. But she definitely had curvature there. It was ass there. It was more ass than I have. I squeezed it. And was it
more ass than I have? Because I have some ass.
It was, yes.
Okay.
So it
it's
was
interesting how quick you were to be like, oh yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah, that was exactly your ass, homie. You know what I mean? Yeah, totally. Yeah.
No, listen, man, I got big ass. I'm
big
an
ass.
ass man, and I got a big ass. So for all of you out there that are curious, yes, my ass is fat.
My ass is fucking huge. I'm fucking thick.
Well, let me ask you this: was it fatter than Trump's ass?
No, because Trump's a fat ass. So in general,
Trump's got that. You ever see that meme of Trump where
the
it's
golfing?
Yeah, but it's like no. There's one where he's getting on the plane, and then it's like because the wind was blowing, so you see like his ass through his pants or whatever.
No,
and then like
ew.
somebody photoshopped Juicy.
That is nasty.
He's got cake, bro.
That is nasty. Fucking Cheeto cake.
Oh my god.
No, but all right. So here's the thing. Before I throw up on the microphone, so what happens is that back to the strip club. So I put the dollar in between the girl's titties and shit. Fucking awesome, right? But then But then she takes off her panties.
Okay.
And I had never seen punani in person ever before.
Is punani a term?
Yes, the punani, I think it's used in like Jamaica for pussy. If I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You know. So what happens is she shows her who fucking punani. It was fucking great, and it was very well taken care of. You know, it was clean shaven. All right, like a fucking baby. All right, fucking and like it looked very presentable. Okay, so fucking and then she fucking spreads her legs. I'm like. You know, I was like the fucking, what is that one song? One Michael Jackson song? Don't stop cheeking. He's like, oh, in the beginning and shit. That was me. Oh, you know, so fucking legs go open. I'm like, oh. And so what happens? Is I'm sitting there, right? But I'm still maintaining my composure. That's the thing, man. I'm still there. You know, fucking, I'm not coming like crazy. I'm there. And so then she does more shit, whatever, does some little acrobatics and whatever. So that goes good. So I give her 2 singles. Now I'm down to $8, right? So the next girl comes on. The next girl was shit. She didn't do shit.
Wait, hold on. So you saw the puss
and the tits.
This wasn't the back room?
No, this was on the floor, homie. Craig was in the back room.
I didn't know they get I didn't know they go full frontal, man.
Yeah, homie.
And then see that's my experience.
Mm-hmm.
And to the loyal listeners here, like friends that we have that would probably think like, oh yeah, Brandon's definitely been to a strip club. Like I just read strip club.
Legit.
You know what I mean?
Legit.
Like
At
I'm
least
definitely
once.
douchey. You know what I mean?
I want to say
No,
that.
I would say like if you had to guess the amount of times I've been to a strip club just by looking at me, what would you say? Like what number pops in your head?
2 or 3.
Okay, 2 to 3. That's fair. I still feel like there's good Christians that go more than 2 or 3.
Oh yeah, my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Lauren isn't giving it to me anymore.
Listen, man. Mary Magdalene.
No, oh my God. Oh shit. No, all right. So here's the thing. So your boy is down to 8 singles now, right?
Yeah.
$8, right? 8 peso. So fucking the next door comes on. She don't do shit. She was lazy as fuck. No titties came out. No pussy party came out. Everything was still on, and she was so fucking lazy. She didn't even want to be there. She was going around all lazy and shit. Like, all right.
Also, just to paint a picture too, what time of day was this?
So it was like around 9 p.m., 10 p.m.
Oh, okay, it was nice. So prime time.
Yes,
for a strip club.
That's
because they be open all day, so you can go in there like 1 p.m. You know what I mean?
Oh God, no fucking.
You can get fucking brunch
exactly
at a strip club.
Yo, Chris Rock had a fucking awesome bit on this. He goes, "Titties and tater tots don't mix." You know, fucking it's like, he's like, I don't know, but yeah, definitely not, definitely fucking not. So what happens is I'm down to $8. The bitch comes on. She lazy as fuck. No titties came out. No pussy came out. And she was like going around the pole as if she, was tired and shit. And like, I gave her 3 singles just to see if something would happen, right? That's what you do. You put a single out and something would happen, right?
Yeah.
Like a fucking magic trick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no.
And what other clientele were there?
What do you mean?
Was there people sitting next to you?
Oh my God, dude. Okay. There was this one dude. There's this one motherfucker. Oh my God.
Was he in a wheelchair? I'm guessing there was no wheelchair guys there. I just always in my head. Maybe it's just because of movies, but like I've always pictured like wheelchair guys.
There's no wheelchair guy.
There's always going to be that one dude that's got no legs that's going.
Yeah, baby, give me.
Lost it in Nam, some boomer.
Give me feeling in my lower half again. No, but that's so fucked up. Make me worthwhile. No, but here's the thing, man. So here's what even better. So the guy that was there, he looked like the fucking professor from fucking Back to the Future. All right.
Oh shit.
He looked like that guy.
He looked like Doc.
He looked like Doc, but more pedophile.
Okay.
All right?
So like Rick from Rick and Morty.
A little bit, but he definitely seemed like he followed some of the fuckers when he was younger. You know what I'm saying? He definitely had that vibe.
Oh, that's a hefty accusation.
Legit, he was creeper central, homie.
Yeah.
All right, but heterosexual, I guess.
Okay.
So what happened? So he's there.
Well, you never know. He might be gay, and he might just be questioning himself.
I guess, but he's in the
let's go
60s.
see if
I don't know.
Well, you never know.
I guess.
What's his name? Just came out as gender fluid.
Who did?
The guy that played Lando, Calrissian.
No,
I'm pretty sure it was him. It said Star Wars star.
Really?
He was a black guy, and I was like, he's the only black guy in the original trilogy. So
no way, really now?
It's Lando.
That's fucking awesome.
Let me find out about that. Let me check that. Lando.
Well, while you're doing that, so what happens now is so I spend 3 singles. Now your boy's down to $5 now. All right, I'm down to 5 pesos now. And what happens is now this next girl that comes on, she knew what she was doing. Holy shit! So here's what happens. So not only is there some fly ass music playing, fucking they're playing Rob Zombie during this shit, mind you. So like me being a little edgy goth dude, seeing a girl strip to a Rob Zombie song and shit, that was fucking hot. That was that was fucking hot, dude. What'd you find?
I got it. All right, gender identity. In a 2019 Esquire interview promoting Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, his name is Billy D. Williams.
There you go.
Williams characterized himself as colorful and spoke about having a fluid sense of gender and use of pronouns. And this is the quote. And you see, I say himself and herself because I also see myself as feminine as well as masculine. I'm a very soft person. I'm not afraid to show that side of myself.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
All right, Billy D.
But that
Williams.
doesn't necessarily mean it said that he's married and shit. So like that doesn't. I don't know if that necessarily means that he likes guys. It seems like what?
Fucking like this chair is killing my ass.
Damn, that's like the. Anyway.
My ass.
My ass.
My ass.
That's like the guy that gets that's at the strip club in the wheelchair that gets bed sores on his ass from sitting all day. Yo, fuck crippled people, bro.
Yo, fuck those crippled men.
Yo, fuck them, man. Especially if they're boomers, bro.
Fucking boomers. I don't know why I feel like saying that in a pompous British voice. Okay, boomer. Fucking piece of shit. Cockney motherfucker.
Nah, they don't know what boomers are over there.
Well,
Boomers don't exist over there. Fuck them.
What do you mean they don't exist over there?
They exist, but there's something else.
Well, they're all in their fucking parliament and shit, but they're all invaded that area.
Yeah, they're all like fucking walking around with fucking tea bags in their teeth,
Jesus Christ. So here's what happens.
Fucking dirty pointed hats. You know what I mean? They don't bathe over there. Fuck everybody in England, man.
They got bad teeth.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck everyone, man. Fuck the U.S.
Fuck the world, bro. Open your third eye.
We all smell like peanut butter and jelly over here.
Ew. We all smell like diabetes. No, but here's the thing, dude, is that I have diabetes. So what happens is now I'm down to $5. All right. And so what happens is this next girl that comes on the stage, she knows what the fuck she's doing. Fucking, she gets on there, right? She's like a fucking wild animal on there. Fucking, so she was like crawling towards me and shit. Fucking, she took her top off and shit. You can see titty. She had the clear heels on. There we go. Gotta have the clear heels. All right, at a strip club and shit. And so what happens is she's dancing, she's doing her thing. She's crawling towards me, and I'm throwing her a dollar bill or two. And then what she does is she decides to get ballsy, no pun intended, where she fucking put her head on my shit and did this like back and forth motion with her head, and her hair was going crazy and shit. And I'm like, oh.
Damn, you were feeling that?
What?
You were feeling that though? I would have been like, bitch, stop being an exorcist on my crotch right now.
Oh no, I was feeling that shit, homie, because she was going crazy. I'm like, fuck yeah.
This must have been around. So you were 18
at
the time? This must have been around the time. See, when you were 18, I lost my virginity at 17. So this must have been like around the same time I was losing my virginity.
Yeah?
So for me, I would have been like, what? I experienced sex. This is nothing like sex.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Like I've never, the reason why I've never been to a strip club is I just fundamentally don't believe in them. Like they make sense from like if pornography didn't exist. But like now it's like I could just go home and watch a girl get fucked anytime I want to.
But at least for me, there's a different experience when it's actually real life.
Okay.
So there's more of an immersion.
Yeah,
I would say. But unfortunately, in this case, though, you can't jerk yourself off. You just gotta watch.
Yeah, see, that's the thing too. It's like you're paying to get blue balls,
Yeah, legit, you're right.
And then you got to go home and jerk off and just like remember, which is basically just the same thing as just watching porn. Like it's like watching porn without jerking off.
Actually, yeah, you're right. I feel that.
So that's why I don't believe in strip clubs.
But it was all right. So now it gets better. So
not that I mean people that work there aren't
people.
Exactly. No. Like if you're a stripper, like do your thing.
Do your stripper thing.
Baby. Do your thing, girl.
Do your thing, honey.
Or guys can strip.
Oh, that's right. It's
guys
chipping
do
nails.
strip.
Chippendales, hell yeah, homie.
Fuck yeah, man.
Honestly, I hate it because it's even as someone who's bi, fucking, I hate seeing these muscular ass men.
Yeah.
Fucking, I want a club
honestly,
with some
low key,
bitch men.
Low key, I feel like I would
Give me some
I
femboys.
feel like I would have more fun at a guy strip club.
Really?
Just because I could be like
penis.
exactly.
Penis.
I'd just be like laughing hysterically. Exactly. I would just have fun and be experienced to talk about.
Yo, man, I saw fucking penises, bro. Huh, it was a sausage party, bro. You know, but
I don't know, not one where they're actually showing peen.
But, where it's that awkward, like flaccid shit where you see it, but it's small and it's wiggling around. It's awkward as fuck.
What? No, Brendan. Listen,
They're wearing the fucking leopard
Brendan,
skin.
I don't
thongs
have
and
the
shit.
same experience as you. Just letting you know.
Was that?
I don't have that same experience as you. Like, I don't take note of this kind of thing because I'm not bisexual.
How dare you?
No, like, I mean, if dudes are wearing like fucking G-strings, you know what I mean? Like, then I'd just be like, oh, well, you know what? This is fucking weird. But
You know what? I'm good.
I just like, yo, from the back, he's gay. No.
You piece of shit.
No, not
Well,
at all.
actually, no, what they would say, they'd be like, well, yeah. What did you expect?
Well, I mean, a lot of guy strippers aren't gay. They're stripping for women.
oh,
You
you're
know
right.
what I mean?
You're right. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
I mean, there is gay strippers out there.
Oh, for sure.
And there's gay strippers stripping for women, because it's a hustle. It's a job.
That's fair.
Just like there's lesbians that strip for dudes,
That's fair. That's a fair point. Goddamn.
It's just money, it's a job. So
Yeah, that's true. But
I'm just not in the business of giving up my hard-earned cash just to get blue balls. That's
how
my
dare
thing.
you.
So
Well, how dare you, man? You piece
Yeah.
of shit. So here's what happens is that now, all right, so I give her $2 and she's going crazy. She's
that
doing
being
her
said,
thing.
though, I'm just saying for the future, like I would be down to go to a strip club just to like. I don't
So
know
you
if
did
I'd
it-
be up there throwing bills. Like maybe if
Make it rain.
maybe 10 singles like you did.
Yeah.
But like it's just something I wouldn't go out of my way for. But if it was a bachelor party or like we were all down in like the city or some shit and somebody was like, "Hey, let's go to a strip club," and my girlfriend wouldn't murder me, then yeah.
Honestly, dude, like,
Honestly, Leanna's like that. I feel like Leanna's the type of girl that'd be like, "Let's all go to the strip
that's what I
club."
was going to say because she
Yeah.
would be like that. It'd be fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm sure. Probably. I don't know. She's chill, man. It's
Because-
2019.
Because nothing says, security than having like a girl being like, yeah, I don't give a shit. I'll go down with you. I'm like, fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
facts. Well, you know how I feel like you should test the waters with that. And I feel like how you should test the waters with that. Like you watch porn together.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you watch porn together, then it's like, okay, she's open to the idea of me jerking off to other women.
Yeah.
Or like us having sex while me watching another woman.
Well, that's interesting thing because with my first ex, we actually got into that a little bit. We're watching porn together and we're watching like straight porn. And it was funny because, before that, like she never really, gave me the hint that she was bi. She always was like, oh no, I'm straight. But then like the more, we were doing shit, the more I introduced shit, when we were watching straight porn, it was funny because I was advocating for like, all right, fucking, I was like, yeah, fucking, get the guy's dick out, suck it. And then she was going for the girl, which was interesting, so it was an interesting dynamic that happened there.
Do you enjoy blowjob porn? Like, do you enjoy watching dudes get their dick sucked?
I mean,
Oh, this is such a not safe for work episode.
what episode of ours is, homie? Let's just be real about this.
That's true, but this is extra.
So, fuck yeah, it's just spicy. So, all right, let's be frank about this right now. So for me, now I'll be frank about this shit. So for me, like I said, now even though I'm bi, masculinity turns me off. Right? I hate hairy dudes. Turns me off. I like.
You don't like those bears?
Fuck no. Oh God, I like those what they call femboys. Like
Okay.
Where it's like they're.
Is that like a twink? What's a
well,
twink?
it's a twink, but it's a twink who looks more feminine.
Okay.
And who dresses more feminine.
What is that? Because listen, I'm uncultured on this, and I want to learn.
Yes,
Because it's 2019, guys.
of course.
I want to learn. What's the definition of a twink? What is a twink?
All right, so a twink.
There's like a skinny. Is that like a skinny?
Okay, so a
Like
twink,
if I was gay, I'd be a twink.
yes, you definitely
Okay,
would.
okay.
So it'll basically be like like a young, like attractive,
non-hairy-
gay dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have some hair.
Yeah,
you'd be
I
young.
do
and
have
shit.
some hair,
Of course,
Yeah,
but no. So for me, what'll happen is that, sure, I like seeing blowjobs, I guess, but what I like seeing more, and the same goes for chicks too. Like, I just like seeing whenever someone can like manhandle like their shit, You know, and when someone just starts to like take control and then give them hand jobs, or with the girl
Hand jobs.
Sure. Oh yeah,
Oh my
I love that
God.
shit.
Hand jobs are the fucking worst, man.
You know, I gotta say that, like, because like, all right, I'll put it to this way. So I'll give you an example of this.
I
So,
mean, I'll take a hand job, but you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, I mean, I'll give you an example. So like the kind of gay porn that I like to see a lot is, let's say, you know, they call it. Actually, well, all right, I'm gonna avoid this word because it's probably not the right word to use. So basically, I'm just going to describe what happens here. So basically, where you have a dude, and you know and then you have another dude in front of that dude, and the guy is holding that dude, you know, hold to him, right, and then he's just stroking off like the dude's dick from behind. You know what I'm saying? Where he has that dominance. And then like he's just stroking the dude off and shit.
so he's giving him like a reach around.
Yeah, there we go. Reach around. Thank you. And honestly, I enjoy the same thing whenever it's being done to a girl as well. Like, that's the kind of shit that I like a lot because I think there's some dominance.
How would that work?
What do you mean?
Does a girl have a penis?
Oh no. Well,
Or the
basically,
girl's behind.
No. So what happened? The girl would be in the front, but the guy would just be behind. You know, he would just reach around and just start fiddling with her clit and shit.
Oh, okay. I thought like just the act of reaching around and jerking off. I was confused there. I was like, does a girl have a penis, or like is she in behind? Or?
Because keep in mind, because you know the clit is basically a small penis. You know, in terms of sensitivity and shit like that. You know, it basically acts as like a head.
Yeah.
You know, in that kind of sense. You know,
yeah, I guess so. I mean,
sensitive
I
area.
hear people say that like really a vagina is just like an inside out penis. You know
Yeah, I
what
heard
mean?
that too.
But, like I don't know if I really agree with that, but
Maybe to a much smaller extent, probably. But
I don't know. Listen, man,
That's a
to this
shit.
day, it's like I've had many a girlfriend, I've had many a sexual experience, and I'm still vaginas still fucking confuse me. You know what I mean? Like I understand them, but at the same time, there's always something new that I learn about a vagina.
interesting. Actually, you know what? I agree because there actually was one. It's kind of embarrassing, but I don't give a shit. So what happens is, I thought that when chicks peed, I thought it came out from the fucking the hole. I thought it came out from the fucking
Nah,
entrance.
dude, they have a separate.
Yeah,
You didn't see
And
that was one of the first things I learned.
I never knew that shit. So here I was being like, oh shit, pee comes out of this hole. What the fuck happens?
Well, I mean, at the end
No.
of the day, it technically does come out of that hole, but not as deep as you think it is. It's like, it's still the vagina, but it's like
Because there's a dedicated hole from
there's
one.
a dedicated hole. I mean, it's still in
small
there,
and shit,
but
yeah.
it's not like it's peeing into like the spot where like
You penetrate.
penetration
Right, exactly.
happens.
Right.
It's like it's way shallower than where you think it is.
Right.
But like, yeah.
When I saw it, I'm like, oh, it's pretty good ways away. I'm like, holy shit,
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Have you examined it?
Yeah, legit, I have, yeah. Because with my past ex, you know, we were doing some shit, and she told me about it, and then I went looking for it, and I'm like, oh, there it is.
There it is.
You know, oh, there it is. You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
you
I
know?
don't listen, man. Like,
I agree.
yeah, there you,
know,
go. So
I
you
mean-
understand. That was our own language that we had right
You know,
there.
little, you know, fucking.
You know what I said? You know what I said?
No,
The vagina is an enigma.
there you go.
That's what that translated to.
Basically, you were speaking.
I'm always,
in
but listen, like I'm always
Autistinese.
like with dicks. It's like dicks can look different, but at the end of the day, all dicks kind of look the same. Like they're
Sure,
different, but
and they
look
function
the
the
same.
same.
It's almost like, I mean, you could look at like let's look for an example. Dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you look at a dog and you can be like, okay, these dogs look different, but they still look like a dog at the end of the day. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
sure, all right.
It's like that with dicks, where it's like, okay, this one might be circumcised, or this one might be uncircumcised, this might be bigger, or this might be a different color,
Right.
this might be whatever. But like with a vagina, it's like they can be like kind of drastically different.
You're
or
right.
At least
They
like,
can be.
yeah, it would be like, okay, like, well, the clit is located in a slightly different position.
It's sticking out more, sticking out less.
Exactly.
You got
There's
more
more-
meat here, less meat there.
Exactly, more skin there, more whatever. Some girls have that like like the skin dangles a little bit,
Yeah.
or like so.
It's crazy, bro. But
Some vaginas are shallower than others. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So it's like,
nah, for me, man, I'm all for that fucking camel toe pussy. I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie, I love that
you
kind
like
of
a
shit.
you like a meaty.
I mean, a little
meaty
bit, sure.
puss?
Yeah, totally.
Listen, man, I'm
You know?
honestly I'm the type of like I don't complain as
How
long
dare
as
you.
it's not stank, and as long as there's no like weird sores. Or like some pus or some things happening. Yeah, it's disgusting. But listen,
Disgusting.
man, I'm not prejudiced when it comes to vagina,
Fair enough. There we
So
go.
that's how I feel.
There we go.
There's
I
a
feel
little
you.
excess skin. Some girls are really, self-conscious about that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like if there's a little extra flap or a little extra skin here and there, like, nah, that's just part of you, baby. You know?
Be you, baby.
Exactly. And then same should go for dudes. You know what I mean? Like, all right, you got a little smaller than average, or you a
You
little,
got a little pecker, you know.
is what it is.
got a
Listen,
pee-pee
man, as
hole?
long as you're like 3 inches, then you can
Flaccid
fuck.
or hard?
Hard.
Ooh,
As
okay.
long because then you could fuck, man.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that the minimum requirement to actually have a feeling?
That's what I've heard. I heard
Really?
it's like 3 inches is like,
where something can happen.
yeah, where there's feeling. You know what I mean? And
Interesting.
even if you have 2 inches, I feel like you could still hit spots. You know what I mean? It's all just about the thrust. I heard. I don't know. Listen, like, I'm the type of guy that like I go in there and like with my girl now, it's like we just go in, we have a good time, we love each other. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking pussies.
And I gotta, I'm an average dude. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, you just go in there, get good with your mouth, get good. Just it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thrust. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about like, hey, don't go in there and just don't just do the drill. You know what I'm saying? Don't just go in there and just do the pump. You know
Right.
what I mean? You got to go in there. You gotta finesse is the importance.
Can meet you
That's
being a
exactly what I was
finesse.
trying to say. Go in there, appreciate it, appreciate the girl and then the vagina, and then you'll both have a good time. You know what I
not gonna
mean?
lie
Don't
to
just
you.
go in there because a lot of guys would just go in there. This is what I've been told. A lot of guys go in there and they just fuck and they just think about themselves and just think about getting the nut, and that's why your girl's never satisfied.
Right. Being selfish.
Go in there, learn how to use the tongue, learn how to use the fingers.
Oh, dude. All right, let me tell you this right now. All right. Fucking, well, I know I've already shared this with you, but just for the audience, since we're already in this fucking triple X times 10 territory.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, man. So when I was with this past girl, mind you, I hadn't had any sexual experience in the past 3 years, all right, since I broke up with my first ex. So with this chick, what happens is, which is great, she actually washed her shit, right? So it wasn't stank, it wasn't dank.
It's incredible how you have to say she actually washed her shit.
Isn't it great?
Damn, that's sad.
Yeah, it is sad, but
And also, I'm not an expert, but like I have heard that you're not really supposed to like go in there and like super like, you're not supposed to like fucking power wash the pussy. You know what I
power
mean?
wash that shit.
No, like you're supposed to like, because there's like a delicate like pH balance and shit get involved. And any females out there listening, I'm sure I'll get the message about this later on. Like, oh, you're wrong about this. But like what I've heard is that it's like you're not really supposed to go in there and wash with like soaps and shit. Like there's special products and there's like the vagina is like self-cleaning. So you don't want to go in there with just like a bar of soap and just start scrubbing. You know what I mean? Like there's a certain like if your ex-girlfriend is smelly down there and she didn't wash, it's like, to me, it's like, how can you not when it's self-cleaning to an extent? Like how was she just not buying any kind of feminine products and like,
Probably
know that it's
she probably wasn't
summer's
just, she
eve.
probably, wasn't showering for a few days in a row.
See, that's the thing. Like if you don't
too,
shower
man.
at all, I can see how that's, but like, I mean, if you
And then
let
if you
the,
sweat and shit.
like you're supposed to really just rinse it with like, I think it's like light soap and water. You know what I mean? Just like on the outside. Like I think on the inside, that's all self-cleaning. Like I heard you're not really supposed to get in there. Like it's supposed to be just kind of the outside and like.
I don't know, but whatever it was,
And also,
man,
I know,
it was
like,
smell on the inside.
Sometimes like, I don't know if I don't want to insult any of your exes, but like you've been with some girls of all sizes. So like, I'll say that. So like,
Sure.
and it tends to be with girls that are a little bit on the bigger side or have bigger thighs. Like sometimes they can get a little stank down there.
Yeah, with the sweat, yeah.
But it's because of the sweat. And like, see, that I don't mind. I don't mind a little bit of the stank just because it's like, if it's a little, they're
If it's
bigger
bearable, I
girls.
guess.
Yeah, and it's because it's not that they didn't shower that morning. It's just because like maybe they were walking around a lot in the day or
Right.
something like that. So it's not like, oh, this is filthy. And
Right.
there's something wrong here. It's just like, oh, they're a little bigger. They can't help the fact that there's a little bit of a sweat happen, a moisture. It is what it is. But like
Yeah.
when it's like, listen, man, there's been once or twice where I've been like, whoa, I'm not going there. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like I had to make up an excuse.
Well, legit, fucking, in this case here with my past ex, fucking, because she wanted to fucking do some shit, right? So she made sure that she showered. And on this day, she had off. She wasn't working at all. She wasn't doing any extracurricular activities.
Yeah, that's
right?
scary.
So let me ask scary.
That's scary. It's like, oh, if she's going to smell that bad, she's not doing nothing.
Oh, no. Well, here's the thing. She went, because for me, because I don't know if I want to call it germophobia, because I'm not a germaphobe, but for me is that like whenever I do anything involving me licking where fucking like excretions come out, I would like it if it was washed beforehand before I do anything with that area, preferably for me. I will say I am very particular that way, and I do the same thing in return. So what happened is that she came, right, and she was clean as fuck. And what happens?
Wait, let me just let me bring it back for a second before you go into that. Well, what you mean by that is like, do you prefer her like, you mean like shower in the same day or like right before you guys do it? Because I feel like to ask like, hey, can you wash this right before we do it, even though I know you're pretty much clean. Like I feel like to me that's a little too much. But like if I know my girl showered earlier in the day, then I'm good. As long as it's not like overly like they jumped in like a pool of fish water. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll put it because in this case here, I mean, all right, let me think here now. So I would say, worst case scenario, well, so sure, as long as she showered in the same day. Let's say she showered in the morning, meet up in the afternoon and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
I'm cool.
Because that's what happened.
Even like the night before and it's like kind of middle of the day. Like I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, that would probably be the line. Because that happened once, and she had a little bit of, as you call it, stank, but it was bearable. So, all right, it was fine. It was doable.
By the way, it's stanky stank.
Oh, stanky stank.
Yeah.
Do the stanky stank.
Yeah, let's put that on a fucking merch t-shirt.
Stanky stank.
Take care of the stanky stank.
Oh, my fucking God.
Webcast.
Oh, my God. All right, so what happens is, what do you call it? So, on this day, she had, and throughout that 2.5-year period where I didn't have any sexuals, and any events that happened, I found that I was starting to become an ass man, all right? And not just the cheeks, but the fucking hole, all right? Not necessarily eating it, but acknowledging its presence.
You're talking about anal sex.
No.
What do you mean?
I was talking about, just fingering it and shit.
Okay.
I fuck with it.
Well, essentially, you're talking about some sort of anal penetration in some kind of way.
That's correct.
Okay.
And so what happens is on this day,
ass play.
Yes,
that's
there you
what
go.
we're looking
ass
for.
play. Thank you. Fucking shit. You're right. So what happens is, my fucking ass.
Oh, this might be my favorite episode.
This fucking chair. Oh my God.
Speaking of ass,
ooh, I don't even exactly
remember that the next time you're playing with your girl's asshole, how she feels.
Oh my God, my fucking ass. Basically, all right. So here's the thing: is that wow, what happens is that it looked pristine as fuck. Not only was she shaved, but it looked fucking pristine. Holy shit. So your boy went to town. So fucking I ate pussy the hardest that I ever did in my life. Fucking I went in. Fucking it was like a fucking teriyaki fucking chicken, you know what I'm saying? I was just going in on that shit, homie.
Okay, you're talking about the puss. Are you
right now the pussy, right now.
Okay.
So what happened? So yeah, I'm doing that shit. I'm fucking, eating it up. Fucking, it's being destroyed.
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic.
Now
right?
this is the X or the XX?
This is the X.
Okay.
So
the better one.
Yes, definitely. But I guess the bar wasn't too high. But there we go. So what happens is fucking. I'll just be frank with you. So what happens is, I'm doing that shit, right? But then, I told her about my interest in ass play, right? And she's like, fuck yeah, do it. Fuck yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. So fucking, I take all right. So that saying, the two in the stink, two in the pink.
Two in the pink, one in the stink.
There you go.
You're talking about the shocker.
That's right. So what happened was, my hand was like this though. Fucking, it was like my two fingers. All right. So what happened was, there you go.
You put the thumb in the butt?
That's correct. I put my thumb in the butt.
Hey, shouts out to, I was about to quote that. Shouts out to Future, man.
There we go, man. But because the guy hit,
he did it again recently in a song.
Did he really?
I'm pretty sure I heard another Future song where he was talking about a thumb in the butt.
I won't give no minutes for no sluts.
I could be wrong. Maybe he just talked about a finger in the butt, but one time.
So what happens is this. So I'm doing two in the pink, right? And then I got the thumb. And here's the thing is, at first I was just like caressing the ass with my thumb and shit, whatever. It was going good, right? But then...
This is definitely my favorite episode.
Fuck yeah, homie. But then what happens is, she was like, put it in. I'm like... Oh, so fucking like, I put my fucking thumb in and she goes, oh, I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, cause I love when a girl fucking moans when it's fucking perfect, right? So I'm doing that and I'm fucking her, I'm fingering her and shit. At the same time, it's fucking double fucking penetration and shit, right? And then in 2 minutes, she fucking comes and I did my duty as a fucking man. I made a girl come. I made that bitch come.
Was that your first time?
My first time making the girl come, yes.
All right,
where it wasn't her, where she didn't fake it. Like,
listen, this is how you know we ain't toxic men. We're out here. You are celebrating the fact that you made your girlfriend orgasm.
That's correct.
And that's exactly how all men should be. Men, listen. This is a PSA. Brennan, let's do a PSA. Men.
Stop fucking
I
up.
get it. No. Listen. Let's break it down. Let's break it down.
Go ahead.
I get it. It's easy for us. You know? We just got a little bit of friction goes a long way. You know what I mean? You stick it in a hole, something that's warm. And it's easy. But you know what? Your girlfriend, she's not just a hole to stick it in. She orgasms, and it's not that complicated. It's really not. You know, a lot of guys say, like, hey, it's hard. I can't do it. No, it's just because you're too lazy to do it. Okay, maybe your girlfriend is the type of girl, because I've run into them. There's girls out there that don't orgasm from penetration.
Really? No.
It is. I bumped into it. I've had experiences with that. And at the end of the day, it makes you feel a certain kind of way. It makes you feel a little less of a man. That's
How do
kind
they
of
come
the
then?
thought.
Just with clip play, I guess?
It's like it just means that they need a little bit of extra TLC. You know what I mean? That's all it means. And if you can't take the time to do that, then, and I'm not saying all the time. Like if you're with a girl, if you're in a relationship, like sometimes with us guys, it's like this thing where it's like 9 times out of 10 we're gonna come. You know what I mean? Just because it's easy for us. But like with girls, sometimes you miss the mark. As long as she feels satisfied at the end, then you're golden. But what I'm saying is the reason why your girlfriend might not be orgasming isn't because like you just ain't fucking right. It's just because you ain't paying attention. You know what I mean? It's like maybe it's foreplay. You know, maybe you need to go in there and use the tongue or use the fingers. You know, put one in the pooper. It is what it is.
One in the fucking pooper.
Exactly.
There you
know
go.
what? Maybe it takes that. Maybe it takes a little extra lick here and there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it takes a little extra friction. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you got to suck a tit. Who knows?
Oh, dude.
You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is like it's not hard. Just talk it out. You know, that's just for all the ladies out there. Like, listen, like, guys, get on top of this shit. It's not hard. You know what I mean? Listen to her. Ask her what she likes. You know, experiment a little bit. You know, if she's getting kind of close, if you can tell, like maybe try, you know, keep doing what you're doing, but then maybe try to add a little something. Maybe she'll get there quicker. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's my PSA.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing is that, you know, I agree with that. And here's the thing is with my past ex, it was crazy because, you know, she was a virgin, right? And
Yeah.
well, still is because we never really fucked. But, you know, so what happens is that I'm fingering her, right? And this is my first time this is.
You know what I'm realizing I hate to interrupt you, but I have to for a second.
What?
You know what I'm realizing as we're recording this, and I'm going to put this out to the world. I don't think I'll ever be able to run for Congress after this episode.
Oh my God. Well, episode 244 of this, you know, fascist white supremacy podcast, this far right-wing podcast. They're
Okay,
talking
shut
about
up,
pussy.
Ben Shapiro. Okay.
No, oh my God.
Let me tell you something. Do you think I'll ever be able to run for Congress after
No.
this episode?
No,
No?
definitely not. But you know
Okay.
what? Fuck that shit, homie.
Yeah, I don't need
right.
it. I can be like a town councilman or something.
Fuck yeah, you could be a mayor, homie.
Yeah, I could be a
You could
mayor.
be mayor of South Bend, but not a prick.
Yo.
You know?
Could you see, like, if you saw me in one political position, is it like mayor? You see me as like a mayor of a small town?
I see it as a local thing. As
Okay.
definitely a local
Like
situation.
a chairman or something? Or
Sure,
Like
sure.
a councilman
Sure.
or a town supervisor.
There you go. I can see that. Something local.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
But
That's
nah,
fair.
man. But enough of your political aspirations, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know, donate.
No governor? That's too high? I couldn't be like a governor or like
I don't see it.
Montana.
Not because you lack anything, but like I don't think it would fit you.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, okay, how dare you.
Hypothetically.
No.
Okay, get back into pussy.
Pussy,
What's going
baby.
on?
So here's the thing that's a little the transition. So what happens is that fucking oh yeah, we were taking things slow because she didn't really have any experiences with guys before, right? So freaking we're doing things and we're at the point now where she lets me pull her pants down. All right, and now she's in that. I guess what do you call that position? The like, you know when you're doing doggy style, the bitches like on their hands and knees and shit.
Yeah.
she's in that position, right? And
That's
so
doggy style.
there you go. But this time,
I love how you're like, what's the name of that position? You know, when they go doggy style?
you can tell, man. I ain't fucking. You know, I don't fuck too often. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know these little Egyptian fucking names. So what happens?
Egyptian names.
I know, right? These complicated fucking positions.
I am Tutankhamun.
There you go.
I hereby call it doggy style.
I am common No, God, but here's the thing, literally. So what happens is that fucking so she's in this position, right? But like her top half is facing down, right? Just ass up, right? So what happens is, I'm messing around, whatever. But then, I said, you know what? I'm feeling a little bit ballsy right now. I want to finger this bitch real quick. So
Okay.
I put one finger in, right?
In the
I
butt
swear to
or the puss?
in her pussy, right?
Okay.
And I swear to God, she goes, "Are you fingering me right now?" And I said, "Yeah." Now, mind you, I have very big hands and very big fucking fingers.
I don't know if I'd say they're big. They're just long.
No,
You
I
have
got a big fucking
Yeah,
hand.
they're a little meaty.
And then they're long. They're like a fucking like witch and shit. So they're long,
Yeah.
right? So what happens is that I put one finger in, and she's like, "Are you fingering me?" Now, she's not asking that in a way of like, "Oh, how dare you?" She's asking like, "Oh, like, I think I'm feeling something in there, but I'm not too sure." So I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah."
So what are you getting to? Like, what are you implying on this? You saying that she's had an experience she didn't tell you about?
I'm implying that like fucking that I guess that there's more room to explore in there. So legit, we ended up putting 3 fingers in there and shit. 3 of my big fucking fingers in that shit, right?
Now, wait, is this X or XX?
X.
Okay.
Gotcha. And so what happened? Yeah, so I put 3 in there and shit. And she had this thing where she would ask me, I'll be fucking her, right? She'd be like, "How many?" I put, "Now it's 2." She goes, "Do one more." I'm like, "All right." And he goes, "How many?" I got 3. I'm like, "Oh my God." Now we couldn't fit more than that.
Yeah.
Now what happened was, I never knew this, right? But because when I first made her come, I didn't feel
She was a virgin?
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And so when this was happening, and when I first made her come, I didn't feel that pressure that happens because apparently when girls come, apparently like the inside becomes like a fucking
Tighten
vice.
up. Yeah.
And it tightens up and shit, right? So now,
I mean, not all the time, but most of the time. Yeah.
so in that one case, it didn't happen, but in this case now, so imagine my 3 fingers in there. It was holy shit. Like the pressure was like literally, it was like I had to be so it was uncomfortable for my finger. That's how much it was squishing because she was right the fuck there and shit. And I thought she already came because she goes, "Ah." I thought that was it, right? So I pull out and she goes, "Oh, I didn't finish yet." I'm like, "I thought you did."
Man, listen, I got to tell you something, man. It's definitely worth the payoff, but it is a process, man.
Yeah.
It is a process, and it's worth going through because you care about them.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think what got me a little bit was that she goes, she's like, "Can I come in your fingers?" And
Wow.
here's the thing: is that now it's sexy, right? But for me, I'm like, ew.
Well, listen, I also will say that I kind of felt that way too, just as you said that. And maybe it's just because I'm hearing you, a bro, say it. But like, nah, it's just that's something that's like it's almost like failed dirty talk.
yeah,
Like, can I come on your fingers? But listen, oh man, I don't know. I don't know if I should say it on the podcast 'cause it's
What?
a little personal.
Dude.
With me and my current girlfriend.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh.
It's just something I said that was like really fucking corny. And it really. Nah, okay, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to put her on the spot. I don't want to embarrass her.
Well,
I'll ask her, and then next time on the podcast, if she's like cool with it, then I will go out of my way to bring it up. I'll
All
do it
right,
on the
fine.
next posse cut. I'll bring
All
it up
right.
because I want to get Alex's reaction too.
Oh no.
It's really not that bad, but it's just something that like I don't know. Sometimes it could be embarrassing to people, and it's really me that should be embarrassed because I said
That's
it.
what I was
but-
gonna say. Yeah,
But she was there, so I want to.
That's fair.
If it was
But-
my ex, I would air that shit out 100%.
Definitely.
Anyway,
But yeah, so that's the thing. Now, all right. So I probably should circle back to the strip club story. So what happens is fucking.
oh god, that's such a big reach around. Okay.
Yeah, because we oh man. So what happens is that because I like where it ends up.
Yeah.
So what happens is now your boy's got 2 singles left.
Okay. So you've already, let me see. You've seen some ass. You've seen some pussy.
Seen some tits.
You've seen some tits.
A lot
There
of
was a
titty.
girl that was not interested.
That was doing nothing at all.
So now you're down to 2 singles.
That's right.
Okay.
Now we're sticking with the same girl though. So this girl now this is some off time now. So she goes around this little corner where there's like a little bench and shit, some tables, whatever, and some chairs, and it's me, the pedophile dude, the girl who was going crazy with her head and shit, as you call it, exorcist style.
Listen,
Fuck yeah.
Brendan.
You know,
I know you think I'm a weird pedophile guy, but really,
I am.
I'm your real father.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, you wish, right? You fucking freak. You know, so fucking. I want to father you. So what happens is that.
Oh man, I snorted so hard.
And nobody ever seen me. But all right.
I've been picking my nose.
You nasty fuck. So you nasty bitch. So here's what happens.
I gotta trim my fucking nose hairs, man.
I would do that.
You trim your nose hairs? No.
No, because I haven't really had.
I've never done it before.
I should do it at some point though.
Anyway,
but
keep going.
Here's what happens.
You got 2 singles left, motherfucker.
All right. So now we're sitting. It's me, pedophile guy, stripper. Fucking.
Is this a new stripper?
No, same girl.
Okay. The uninterested one or the first one?
The third one, the one that was going crazy and shit. The fucking.
Okay, she's going crazy.
The good shit.
Yeah.
So now it's off time. Now we're sitting down. It's the infamous trio. Me, pedophile dude, and this guy. And so what happens is, and then there's some other miscellaneous people that are sitting around bullshitting because, hey, it's a girl walking around with her titties out and a fucking G-string. All right, cool, and clear heels. So what happens is, I have 2 singles left. And now for me, my main thing is legs, as you know. But for me, I love legs, you know.
Hey, listen, I love a leg. Listen, you know me.
Oh, yeah, I love the entire thing.
I'm definitely an ass man.
There you go.
I like some legs, man. I like some nice smooth legs. Some legs look good. And as I've gone older, I think it's a maturity thing. Maybe for you, it's been since the start.
But for
you know
me
personally, I see it as a maturity thing. It's like as I've grown older, I've grown to appreciate. Like now, I can kind of see why like people back in like the 50s and shit got like so offended by girls starting to show their legs because they are sexy.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, because and for me. Like, I'll put it out there. I don't give a shit. Fucking, like, I definitely am a foot fag. Fucking, I definitely like some feet. All right. So when you got.
Is that the appropriate term?
Well, a person who I used to know made that term, and I actually kind of enjoy it.
You gotta own it, bro.
I gotta own it because I am. Fuck it, bro. Feet are fucking awesome sometimes, not all the time.
Okay.
Sometimes.
You and Tarantino, both. Man.
Sometimes bitches got some vulture feet. It's fucking nasty as shit.
Yeah.
I'm about to find this guy.
Listen, I'm not a foot guy. Like, I'm not a foot fetish guy, but I've seen some nasty feet. Yeah. I have. I mean, it wouldn't deter me away necessarily. Right. But I'm definitely taking notice,
Yeah. So.
Okay, trim those fucking talons,
Not even that, but like the toes to be weird. It's weird. So what happens is that, so she has a combination. She got the double pack. All right. Got good feet and good legs and shit. And they're smooth.
Yeah.
They're fucking smooth. And so I was like, if I give you $1, can I feel them? I'm like a desperate 18-year-old, man. I'm virgin as fuck, And she's like, yeah, whatever, go ahead. I'm like, all right, cool, And so now what she's doing. So I'm gonna reenact this for you while you're here. So what happens is that she takes her leg, right, without kicking your fucking window. She takes her fucking leg and she's just like doing this little movement with her leg and shit, right? She's like changing positions with it.
So she's like doing it almost looks like a doctor testing, like when he hits your knee with like a mallet. It's like that kind of.
She was doing it in a very sexual kind of way, though. Where she was like, doing in different positions and making it really sexual and shit, right?
Okay.
And so she let me feel
sexual for you. For me, it might not be sexual.
Oh no, but the way she was moving it, like basically, when you're watching a porno, where the girls move their legs, they kick their legs, whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
gotcha.
So what happens is that fucking. So what happens? She's doing that shit, and I'm feeling it, right? Fucking, I got it in my hand, like the way Arnold Schwarzenegger had that fucking shotgun in Terminator 2. I had it in my arms and shit, right? I'm feeling it, smooth as fuck, whatever.
Are you sucking it? Are you like kissing
no,
it?
Okay. She wouldn't let me go that far.
Okay,
and plus I felt
you need an extra 5 for that.
Oh god. Probably, and plus I felt weird because look, I'm not one of those guys or people that like enjoys just doing sexual shit in front of other people. Like I don't like that.
Yeah.
I like being more private with that shit, especially when there's a pedophile sitting right there. So, it's a little fucking weird for me. So what happens is, I'm doing that, right? But then I'm down to my last $1 and I give it to her, right? And I said, "Can I feel your tits?" And she's like, yeah. And she was kind of.
She's looking at you like, man, the tit thing you should have asked first. Like the leg thing is
not even that.
Weird.
You know what? She was poking fun of me because she knew that I was new to this thing, right? And so she's like, I'm not a slot machine. You just give me $1 and whatever. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So she was definitely.
Well, also, I mean,
fun.
I don't know. Like, I mean, if I just gave her $1 and just instantly started grabbing on her titties, I feel like no.
Well, that's why I asked her. Yeah, of course.
That was a smart move.
Yeah, I always ask for consent with that kind of shit, right?
Yeah,
so,
dude, that's. I don't know. The way she phrased that, I'm totally against it for some reason. Like something in my head, like she's teaching you that it's okay to do that for everyone.
I mean,
like every strip club you go to, like there's some that have like a no touching policy.
right.
So,
But this one was,
surprisingly, I know a lot about strip clubs and I've never been to one.
How beautiful. So what happens is, so I'm feeling them, right? And they're nice. They're firm. They're not, look, man, they're not a good size. So they're probably like C's, double C's.
Okay.
You know, they're nice.
Hey, listen, I'm a C guy.
Me
I like
too.
nice
I love
C's,
C's, man.
I mean, I love D's too, but like a C, a nice firm C.
Fuck
You know what I mean? A nice not a firm, like a nice perky C.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's hot.
Like, it's fucking
aight,
hot. No, so fucking, here's the thing is that for me, I tend to prefer like smaller size boobage. You know? But, I look, I actually had like double D's, I want to say she was. And that was fine. That was at my limit, but I prefer smaller boobage. And so what happens, so what happens is, now I'm done. Now, because Craig, all right, we're going to go back to Craig now.
Okay.
So Craig walks out. He's in his car.
Now, how long was this process from the 10th single to the last single?
Close to an hour.
Okay, so about an hour.
Definitely.
Okay.
And so Craig, he's already in the car at this point. I should have mentioned that. He's already in the car at this point. And he's texting me.
Did you see him? When did
walk out? Yeah.
Yeah. At what point did he walk out? Like, what single were you on?
I would say I was probably on my last two. So he walked out like 50 minutes in. So
15 minutes?
50.
50. Wow.
Yeah. So he was back there for a while, but we're going to get to that shit. Fucking, ooh.
So he was back there for 50 minutes, or he was back there for 10 minutes, and then he came out?
No, he was back there for the whole night, 50 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And then my last 10 minutes, he was in the car, and then I was doing the, hey, can I touch your legs? Hey, can I touch your boobs?
Oh, okay.
I was at that part now.
Yeah.
Right? So that's 10 minutes left. So I'm at the end of it now. All right? And he texts me, he goes, hey, man, you almost done? I'm like, yeah. I'm coming now. Got you. So what happens is...
he got his nut, so he doesn't even... He's like, all right, let's get out of here.
Well, here's the thing is that... Oh, we're going to get to that, though.
Okay,
man.
let's get to that.
Yeah, so here's the thing is that now, me being the virgin that I was back then, because again, I had just felt the boob, fuck whatever. So...
Did you go whack one out?
No.
Oh.
What happened was that, when you meet someone and then when you end the conversation, you shake their hand, hey, it was nice meeting you. Have a nice day.
Did you grab her titty?
I did. I fucking did, dude. So
you reached out to shake her hand, but you just went.
This is what happened. I said, hey, it was nice meeting you. And then I fucking.
Did you make the sound effect?
Fuck no, I didn't. But just to give the listeners a visual. I did a little, and then I walked out, and she laughed it off. And she knew, it was fine, right? So then I did that. I grabbed the titty, homie.
Oh,
I grabbed
my
the titty,
God.
and she didn't care. She's like, all right, cool. You did your thing, So I get into the car, right? And I'm like, dude, yo.
I just had the best night of my life.
Legit. Yeah, I was like, yo, man, I had tons of fun. Oh, my God. And I'm seeing Craig, and he's sitting there, right? He does not look too good.
Oh, no.
He's sitting there.
Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen.
So I'll put it all right. So he's sitting down in the driver's seat, right, with his hands on his legs. And he does this thing whenever he's like nervous or thinking about something, he'll rub it back and forth and shit.
Yeah.
When he's about to say something, right? And so,
Oh, no.
And so here's what happens, man. I said, Craig, how'd it go for you, dude? And I see him and I'm like, oh, what happened? He's like, yeah, we did things, I came and it was but dude, man, she stank.
Oh,
no.
No.
And I'm like, what do you mean? Where did she stink? And he's like, the booty, homie, like the booty. It wasn't happening. Now, mind you,
It's the asshole.
the asshole, homie. So get this. So this is gonna get worse. So what happens is, because he was doing some ass play with her, right?
Oh, no.
Now, mind you, he never washed his hand after the fact. So he had the smell on his fucking hand and shit.
Oh, shit. Why didn't he wash his hands?
He's a fucking idiot. So now I'm going to be
That's the
the
type of guy that even after you're touching a girl's fucking raw, shitty asshole, you still don't wash your hands. That means you don't even wash your hands when you take a shit and wipe your ass.
Literally, yeah.
Sometimes you'd be getting a little bit on your thumb. It's true.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're fucking right.
But he ain't gonna wash it.
No.
I'm picturing like dirt under his fucking fingernails too.
Yeah, he has that. Yeah.
Oh, nasty.
Legit, yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah. He
Wash your fucking hands, people. I wash my hands most of the time, even after I take a fucking piss. Okay.
Well,
It's the 21st century. You know why people live past 30 now? Because we have vaccines and we wash our fucking hands. Okay, get back into your shitty asshole story.
So now what happens is, so he has a smell in his hand still, right? And
Oh, and he's gonna touch his steering wheel too. What a fucking amateur.
Well, yeah, but get this though. My dumbass was curious,
Oh no.
and I said, I want to know what this fucking asshole smelled like, because this sounds really fucking bad. So I said, "Can I? I'm fucking idiot. Can I smell your hand?" And he's like, he puts his hand slowly towards me. I smell it. Oh, oh my god! It was horrible. It was fucking rancid. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was fucking horrible.
Does it smell like just raw shit? Or was
No,
it?
no, it just like something had fucking decayed on his fingers.
Bro.
Like fuck. And so what happens is that I'm smelling it. I'm like, dude, you finished with her? And he's like, yeah, dude. I mean, she made me come and shit. Yeah, she gave me a blowjob, but
See, that's how primal guys are, man. We're just like, man, even if this smells terrible, I'm gonna fuck.
But
I'm already halfway through.
here's the thing that was that for me, because with my first ex, when that happened, I was like, look, it ain't happened. I said, babe, can you please wash? Because this is horrible right now.
Yeah.
I can't even do this right now.
That's the story, though. The bottom line is like you said, hey, can you wash? It's not like, hey, I never want to do this with you again.
Right.
Or like, hey, like, let's not do this today. It's like, nah, go wash and then I'll finish.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But mind you, this is when we were starting, mind you. You know, because this is like, you know, I'll take the pants off and shit. I get that whiff of like a, oh, you know, I'm like, all right, can you please? Like I said, babe, listen, I'm sorry. Because listen, man, I don't like being real like that.
Yeah.
Because obviously.
But what I'm saying is that you weren't turned off enough to be disgusted from it for the rest of the day.
Somehow I wasn't. Even though I should have been, but somehow I wasn't.
You were like, because we're primal, man. We think with our dicks, you know?
That's true, yeah.
Our dicks have like, I'm convinced that that's why like half the wars we've gotten into, even though they got nothing to do with sex, it's like they just happened to be horny that day and they were jerking off and they were like, they were like, we need to go to war with Vietnam. Oh, back then. Sorry, not Vietnam. Back then it was Vietnam.
Vietnam.
We need to go to war with Vietnam.
I come now.
Yeah.
Caveman and shit. No, but yeah, you're right. You're right. And so that was my strip club story. And
damn, that was beautiful.
Not surprisingly, the strip club, it was called Pleasure Island.
Oh, it's shut down, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
It finally shut down.
Because now
looked like it's been shut down for years, but it was still open. Yeah. Now it's finally shut down.
Because when I was 18, this was the year 2014, I want to say it was. Yeah, 2013. No, yeah, 2014. Yes, it was 2014. And this shit, no, 2013.
Yeah,
yes, 2013. That's right.
Yeah.
So that July, so that happened. Yeah, man, but they closed down, and now that you're telling me that what was happening there was illegal, I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, bro, that's prostitution, man.
Legit, dude. You know, and you know, shit. Dude. And here's the thing: even though I was horny, like I was still smart. I knew that I wasn't gonna. Even if I had the money, I wouldn't have fucked the bitch anyways.
No, yeah, that's smart.
Mm-mm.
That's smart, guys. Listen, at the end of the day, the moral of this story is: if the girl asks you to go into the back room and you're paying for it, and it's not Nevada,
it's a no-go, bro.
It's a no-go.
It's a no-go, bro.
It's a no-go.
You know, but
so go
yeah,
to
man.
the club, find yourself a honey. You know what I mean?
Honey.
Get yourself a flat. They got fucking robots for that now.
They do,
you know,
yeah.
Go fuck
Legit.
a robot. You know.
Get the fucking robot.
Go fuck pussy. A Cybertruck. Yeah.
Fucking Tesla.
Just shoots out of the exhaust the fucking fleshlight.
Oh my god. I mean, legit, probably could do that, man.
Probably, man.
I guarantee you, Elon Musk will invent that. You know, the fucking fucking
for those people out there that like love their cars. You know, you can fuck
legit.
Your car.
Yeah, man. People fuck their cars sometimes.
They do, dude.
Legit, and they're fucking around here.
Yeah,
they do.
The girls will go hard on the stick shift, man.
Mm-hmm. That's some big shit right there.
Weird as fuck to me, but hey, there's people that fuck animals, so
God.
You know,
so
nothing
that's the thing,
surprises
man.
me.
So that was what happened, man.
Man, that's an interesting story. I wish I had something. Maybe I'll go to a strip club. Maybe my girl will come with me. Maybe we'll all go to a strip club.
Yes.
And then I'll have a story to talk about, but I don't. I wish I did.
God, man.
But I do know enough about strip clubs, and I've never been to one. So that just goes to show how popular they are. You know?
God, yeah.
Still to this day, like all of my friends have been to one.
Mm-hmm.
Not me. I'm still grossed out about that ass story about like the how your ex-girlfriend or whoever had a fucking ass that was like was fat but it was hard. That's so fucking weird to me, bro. Like I'm gonna have nightmares. Like I'm gonna be waking up in the middle of the night like What the fuck? Like I'm gonna have dreams about hard ass.
Because it was a cute ass, but like I would have to put some firm
Man.
force into it. Now with my last
Firm
ex,
force, really?
legit, I'd be like put some force into that
They're
shit,
like
right?
a muscly ass, or is it?
Yeah,
just...
it was more muscly.
Okay.
You know, that was kind
Yeah,
of
I
why.
guess that's
I should've said that, yeah.
acceptable.
But with my last ex, though, like a fucking pillow. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you know?
See, I know that's what I like, man.
That's right, man. I like my soft pillow bitches.
They don't and listen. Your ass don't gotta be the biggest ass on the planet. Like you can have a little booty, but if that's a nice little booty, you know what I mean? That's what it's about. That's what it's all about.
But here's the thing, though. Just to put a nail in this shitty coffin.
Yeah.
So with my first ex,
Literally.
legit, exactly. I'm glad you caught that. So what happens is that fucking now I've told you this in the past, but for the listeners here, oh god. So what happens is that one day, me and my first ex, we were sitting at a restaurant at a pizzeria, you know, and we were like, "Hey, we want some pizza. We're waiting for our fucking table and shit." And what happens is, you know, we get called for the table. Actually, no. Before we do, she has to go outside and take a phone call real quick, right? So, simple motion. She gets up and goes outside, right?
Oh god, I think I know where this is going.
But as soon as she gets up,
oh.
oh, you know, like fuck, man, like something thud in her fucking ass, and the remnants were there on the
Jesus
fucking location,
Christ.
and then went hello right into my fucking navel cavity and shit.
Fuck, man.
And oh my god, man,
Shit, like I don't.
Legit.
How do you like?
you have to love someone so much. Legit, you have to love someone so
But that's
much.
the thing. Now, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking
Oof.
about her. Like, how the fuck can you not smell that? Your own, like sometimes
doesn't care.
sometimes I'd be catching a smell of my own feet sometimes because you know me, I got sweaty ass feet and they get stanky.
Yeah.
I got stank feet. You know what I mean?
You do, yeah.
But like, you know, I can throw some socks on and boom, problem solved. You know what I mean? Like fresh socks on, or I can
Sure.
just take a quick little wash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like that's acceptable, man. And like sometimes I'd be catching that when I'm at work after working for 6 hours and I bend down to pick something up and I could like if I'm wearing old shoes or something.
Yeah.
And I can catch a whiff and I'll be like, whoa, man, these
fucking
shoes need to
horrible.
be thrown out. Or like, oh man, I can't wait till I get home. I'm gonna go extra hard on my feet later when I'm taking them, you know, or throw some fucking Gold Bond in there. You know what I'm saying? But like how can you walk around like and just not smell that fucking ugh.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
I've smelt it too, man. I've smelt it on guys though. You know what I'm saying? Guys, they're fucking sweaty BO.
it's fucking bad.
Yeah.
It's really fucking bad.
Just fucking check yourself, guys.
Oh my god.
Wear fucking deodorant. Let's apply this to
Yes.
everything when it comes to smells.
Yes.
And I'll be honest with you, like lately I haven't been wearing deodorant, but I'm not a BO guy. You know what I mean? Like I just tend to not have like smelly glands. You know what I'm saying?
For me, I do. You know what I mean?
But
Now-
I'll always spray like a little cologne or something, just so I got a little extra fresh. But I'm always getting complimented. Like even days that I forget to put on anything. Like I mean, I shower every day, so that helps with
Same, yeah.
90% of the fucking issue. You know.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I'll be at work and I'll be sweating up and then, you know, I'll forget to put something on and then like I'll have coworkers that'll be like, yeah, you smell really good, man. And they're not being fucking facetious about that situation. Like, nah, it's like, I'm just not a sweaty dude like that. It's all in my feet and that's hidden by my shoes. So
Right.
you can't smell that shit. But like, just wear fucking deodorant if you're a smelly dude. If you're a little bit overweight, throw in some deodorant, man.
Legit.
You know what I'm saying? Alex, dude, man, Alex. So listen, Alex is a chubby dude, but that dude fucking were you here the one
I
time
was,
he was
yes.
putting deodorant on his pits?
Yep.
Dude, he painted his fucking underarms with deodorant. Straight up. But he's a smart man because he knows. You know what I mean?
He knows.
He's like, I'm taking care of myself.
Oh my
you know what I mean? Listen.
Shout
I
out
got
to Alex.
big old pits.
Love you, fucker.
Yeah. Get over here for a fucking posse cup, man. It's
Piece
been a
of
while.
shit.
I want to do that, but we can't do that this week. I think this is a good place to kind of wrap it up. We've been going on for a pretty long time now.
Ah, shit. I was gonna tell my rant.
Oh shit! Sorry, go.
You know, should we do
Sorry.
that?
Yeah. Going. Wait. Rant about what?
Remember the whole job thing, the whole situation?
Oh, let's save that for another episode because that's going to be another fucking 35 minutes.
It would be,
from
yes.
you. Let's save that for another time.
Okay.
Let's just say bottom line is Brendan's recently unemployed.
Yes.
And he's got a big old story about that one. In fact, he told me about it when I was in Philly. He was telling me about it, and I was fucking pissed off for him. So that just goes to show, guys, stay tuned.
Stay tuned for Brendan's
Next
top
week-
10 anime betrayals. Definitely.
Watch Mojo.
Here we go.
Top
Hey, guys.
top 10 times Top Dog got top from 10 topless bitches in a drop top.
There we go.
Yeah, so stay tuned, Brendan. I'll try to get you on. I told you to come over on Friday, and if you can do that, that'd be great.
Come over.
I'm going to see Leanna probably in the middle of the day, but if you can come over, Alex said he's going to come over, I think around like 10:30. He usually comes
On
over
Friday?
at 11. Yeah.
Oh, good shit.
In the morning.
Uh,
That's what I'm saying. So you come over. We're going to do just one-on-ones because unless if you can be here exactly when Alex gets here, I mean, maybe we can work that out.
it's possible.
But if not, we'll have another one-on-one. But we're going to do a posse cut soon. Sunday, me, you, and my girl will be in the city.
Hell yeah.
So we're going to have a good time with that.
Damn straight.
But soon, maybe Sunday night. Well, Alex is actually going to be in the city as well.
Really?
I want to say for a separate thing, but he's going to be up in Harlem, and we're going to be down at like Rockefeller Center and stuff like that.
The
So
good
we're going to
part.
be down in Manhattan. Hey man, I had a good time last time I was in Harlem.
How dare you?
Fuck you, man.
Harlem,
You being
bro.
racist, bro?
Fuck you, man.
Fuck you, man.
Fuck those people.
Hey, I'm from the
other
Bronx,
side.
but fuck people of color, man.
That's right,
That's
man.
exactly how you are. You fuck.
It's funny because I am from the Bronx. It's just like
Exactly.
You know, I'm fucking yo, man.
Honestly, it makes sense. You know who the people that don't want to go to the Bronx are? The people that are from the Bronx.
Dude, you have no idea. You're right. You have no idea how many times I've run into fucking boogie down Bronx people who are like, dude, man, it fucking sucks down there now. You know,
Yeah.
apparently it's gone through a lot of changes. I don't know how true this is, but
Gentrification.
probably that's what I heard. Yeah. You know, but because your boy grew up at Throgsnack, I grew up in the more safe side of the Bronx. And I mean, I didn't grow up in the ghetto. I had family there. I visited the ghetto a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I practically lived there. You know, amount of times I visited those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know, but no, from the or as my one of my peers in elementary school put it, she goes, "Oh, you're living in the white neighborhood."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Well, listen, now that we've got your roots, let's fucking end this episode.
Aw.
So, we'll get back on that. We're going to do a posse cut soon. So look forward to that. Brendan, we'll have you on probably next Monday will be the next episode. And we'll talk about your fucking shitty experience with your past employer. Fuck Best Buy.
Fuck.
And look forward to an episode with Friday with Alex. I'm sure we'll get into the weekend. I know he wants to talk about that. A couple of other things came up. Some controversy with one of our favorite rappers came up. So we'll talk about that. So stay tuned. If you like this episode, don't forget to download and subscribe.
smack that like button.
Smack the like button. Do what you got to do. Share it with your friends, guys. And also, if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, make sure that you leave a little review, like a little 5-star or a 4-star, or 3-star, or 2-star, whatever. If you don't like the show, then fuck you. Don't listen. But please, if you do like the show, leave a little 5-star review. Maybe a little review underneath it. Like write a couple of words. Say ha ha ha, funny men.
Penis,
something.
haha.
Exactly.
Vagina.
And I hope you enjoyed the episode. Sorry it was so not safe for work, but I'm also
Don't
not
be sorry. We got some balls to this podcast, homie.
Fuck it, dude.
It's the end of the fucking world,
This
dude.
honestly, I know I say this almost every episode, but this might be my favorite episode because fuck it, man. And actually, next time I'll get into because you came out and you shared your sexual fantasy experience with your Pleasure Island strip club experience. Maybe the next time I'll talk about how I lost my virginity, and we'll get into that.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I just feel like I owe you one. I owe you guys like a personal story about myself when it comes to my sex life. So
Honestly,
we'll get into
dude,
that.
Do that, but honestly, I really want to see. Honestly, if we can have Alex here, because I'm curious to see how Alex would treat, and not say for work kind of podcast.
Dude,
I'm
totally.
curious.
Yeah, like we should all like maybe we'll do that. That'll be like the main topic of our next is us losing like our virginity, our first time fucking around. You know what I mean?
Dude.
Yeah, so we'll look forward to that, guys. We'll definitely do that. And I'm sure Alex will be down because he's a greasy fuck
Piece
like
of
us.
shit.
So yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to listen, and we will see you. Oh, I'm Pseudo. Let me just say
Are
that.
you really?
This is
Are
Brendan
you really?
Layuno.
Maybe I am.
You can follow me on Instagram at Donnie Ego. Don't forget to go follow us over at Webcast on Instagram. That is at WEPPCAST.
Pee-pee.
Go follow us. Thank you guys so much for listening. We will see you on Friday.
Bye.